we've got, Canberra at the top. They're killing it this season.
Absolutely.
Really good game for them. They had a massive game against the Mustangs for the Pride game this week. They had a massive win in Melbourne there. So, yeah, they're doing great. Then, it's the Northstars underneath them. And then you've got the Sydney Ice Dogs, Perth Thunder playing for that. They've made that 3-4 switch. And then Sydney Bears under that. So, yeah, it's good to see the Bears in that 5th position. It'd be good to, personally, it'd be good to see the Bears in the finals. I've never seen a Bears in the finals before. It's always been sort of, the Melbourne teams, the North Stars, the Ice Dogs sort of thing, and, in more recent years, Perth. So, yeah, it'd be good to see new blood in there. But either way, finals this year is going to be crazy. I think it's going to come down to the deciding, teams for the finals, or the last one or two, really, in those last couple of weeks, because it's quite tight in the sort of, Canberra, really up there, but there's only a few points separating 2, 3, 4. So
yeah. So we're really, I think, only 4 points ahead of Ice Dogs.
Yes.
And so that's what, 1 win and a shootout loss.
Yeah.
So it's not very far
not
away.
Much at all.
Yeah, and I think there's games in hand, and extra games to be played, and it could really still go any way. Canberra definitely up there. I don't think they can be touched at this point in time unless something goes really
dramatically wrong.
Yeah, and they're playing incredibly well this year.
Another aspect, Captain Bert Malloy spoke about last time I spoke with him last week, about the fact that they really wanted to be in a comfortable top 4 position rather than that borderline 4th, because last year not making it was really gutting for them. So they really want to be in the finals, but really make a statement about where they are as well. We're not just that that hanging on by points, and we're not going to be decided by points. We really want to be up there, very clear. This is
where we are.
This is where we are. Exactly right. I think the teams are hitting the ice now, warm-up time.
Yes.
But another aspect I want to talk about today is in yesterday's game, all-women commentary, which is pretty exciting.
Very exciting for a number of reasons. So not only was it an AIHL first, it was a first for top flight men's international hockey anywhere. So very exciting that we were able to be part of that. Yeah. And, Lucy and Alyssa did an incredible job. Lucy is an NSA coach, so NSA is the academy we have here in Newcastle with JFK, Dave Ferrari and Matt Lindsay. So she's a coach, she plays in-house, and Alyssa is amazing as well. She commentates
walking
a lot
hockey encyclopedia.
Stats lady, all over it, and she's commentated a lot of AIHL games, and it's just so nice to be able to say that we were a part of that. And then, milestone.
You had the host chair, you had this chair yesterday as well with Gavin.
Yes, my first time, which is very nerve-wracking, but it's exciting to, have those new roles, and in a fairly new league, it's really nice to be able to put out a product that's like this with pre- and post-game shows live, and not only be able to just have a stream, but do something that's not being done in the league.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I think it can only go up from here, and I can't wait until all the other teams are doing the same.
Just goes to show, hockey's for everyone. Lots of women love it too.
I think it was a great weekend all around, with the puck homophobia, Pride game in Melbourne last night.
Yeah.
That's a great game, and it's so important that, CBR came on board and had the jerseys as well.
Which looked absolutely fabulous.
So good, and I hope that just starts to spread around the league as well. I think it's so important that we have this equality and this inclusion in our league, because yes, we're only brand new, and we're still young, but I think if we can do it right from now, it can only get better. Yeah,
and hockey's for everyone. If you love sport, love it.
Exactly.
Come on.
That's it.
Beautiful. Well, we're just coming into warm-ups now. I know that there's a couple of scratches from the North Stars, a couple of ins and outs. So Zane Jones is out with an upper body injury again. Thomas Lander still out with an upper body injury. We've got Tim Stanger and Jason Chalker out, but Shane Southwood is in today's game. He sat out yesterday's game. Yep, so in today's game, we'll see the jester on the ice today. And so, and you had a bit of a chat with North Stars coach Ray Sheffield this week, just leading into today's game. We might roll that and hear what Ray has to say.
Hi,
my name's Mickey Holmes from the Newcastle Northstars, and I'm here with Coach Ray Sheffield. So ahead of Sunday's game against Melbourne AIHL, we've had 2 games against them, and each game it's been goal for goal, and we've only won by 1 goal for both of those games. What are you expecting for Sunday's game?
I expect Melbourne to, they want to fight for a playoff spot, so they're going to be pretty tough this weekend.
And we've seen that, it was really goal for goal, our last game here at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. Is there anything that you're going to change up? Is there anything that you weren't expecting last time that you sort of know for this game?
I think we just want to play a full 60 minutes against these guys, which we haven't done that yet. So we've had these little letdowns, and it's kind of a little bit disappointing. But, if we play for 60 minutes, we can handle them.
Perfect. Well, good luck for Sunday's game. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Hi, welcome back. We're joined now by Lucy up in the commentary booth. How are you doing, Lucy?
I'm good, Ellie. How are you?
I'm good. So, Ray was just having a bit of a chat there with Mickey just about, what today's game will bring. He, anticipates it to be a tough game, which they always are between Melbourne AIHL, and, and what the North Stars need to do. He did say play a full 60 minutes, but a game's 50 minutes.
Yeah.
But, what do you think, Lucy?
I think coming off yesterday's win for the North Stars, we should really start to gain some momentum. We saw a bit of an insight into what finals hockey will look like for us this season yesterday. So I think to continue that will be really important. So I'm actually hoping for a pretty solid win today.
Yeah?
To get some extra points up there. We saw a really successful first line yesterday. So between having Banger and Malloy and Harchara up forward, along with Paddy Ward and Nick Reve in defence, they really brought a lot of power onto the ice. Quite a dynamic line. They can cover each other if someone goes up. But I think they should really solidify some goals and really keep Melbourne out as much as possible.
Yeah.
But it's really important to play the game, as Ray said, the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've seen previously it's kind of dropped off a little bit. We've let them in and we've given them a bit too much space.
Yeah.
And they've come off a loss yesterday, so we should have it.
So, like we were just chatting about, there's those moments in the game, it seems that the North Stars relax a little bit, and that's where, the other team will come back and score against them, and, it's those little moments, and playing the full game, with a lot of intensity will maybe overcome that, do you reckon?
Yeah, so I think it's really important for the defence to stay consistent all game as well. We've seen previously we've let them get a little bit too close to the slot. We've given them the good shooting lane straight through the middle. So to keep them wide, keep them out of the slot, because the goalie's main job is to take the shot coming at them and not the rebounds. So to keep everyone out of the slot, keep the rebounds clear, we should be looking fairly successful, except consistency in defence is really key to having a fairly even game and to stay present and stay competitive all game long.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, any final thoughts about today's game, Lucy?
I think it's just going to be really important to get that win today. I think to continue the momentum, keep everyone going. We're in a really good groove at the moment. We've got everyone playing well together. The team's gelling quite well. Yeah. Everyone's quite positive. Yeah. We've been at home. We've got big home crowds as well, which is always great. And I think everyone's just really working together and working for the same goal, which is really important.
Yeah.
But I think just keeping our really standout players for today. I'd like to see maybe Paddy Naden get some more goals.
I think you and everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's been looking really close the last couple of games, and between him and Lawson, they should have a couple between them, hopefully. But I think everyone's got a fair chance today, but Newcastle need to play hard and stay consistent all game long, and that'll be the key. Yeah.
Well, 6 points at home, the last doubleheader would also be a bit of a morale booster as well, going into last sort of lot of regulation games, a bit of a, we won back-to-back at home, we can do this on the road, that sort of thing, a bit of a real confidence booster, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, beautiful. Alrighty, Lucy, well, we'll let you get back to it before you start commentating the game with Stephen Lindsay there, and everyone hear from you again soon.
Thanks, Ellie. Bye.
Well, that was Lucy up in the commentary booth, just having a bit of a chat about the interview we did with Ray Sheffield, coach of the North Stars, earlier this week. We're heading into today's game against the Melbourne AIHL very, very shortly, so the teams are all just about wrapping up now, and we might leave you guys to it and join us back here for the intermission interviews. We'll have a bit of a chat with a coach and a player, and then stick around afterwards for the post-game chat with the coaches and more players just about the results of the game.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
See you again soon.
It's a show and scores! 4-4! Lachlan going to the net, shoots, and he scores! And towards Cox, goes to the shot away, Davis makes the save, no, it's in! It's in, first over the lead!
Live from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium in Newcastle, this is AIHL TV. The regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Owners. Owners are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
Welcome everyone to the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium for this AIHL game between the Melbourne Ice and the Newcastle Northstars. I'm Stephen Lindsay, and joining me tonight is your commentator from last night, Lucy Bourne.
Hi everyone.
What an exciting game this is going to be, Lucy. I mean, both these teams obviously want points. The Melbourne Ice, they want to try and turn around where they've been. The Northstars, of course, have been flying at the moment and want to keep that momentum going as well too. So we're just watching the warm-up there. The Melbourne Ice, they're all smiling, they're all laughing. I mean, they're obviously still enjoying their hockey, probably not enjoying the results they're getting.
Yeah. They've got quite a few young players as well, which you find often brings a bit of positivity to a team.
Yes.
And even when it's looking a little bit down, they're still pumped to be in the AIHL. Like, how cool is that?
Absolutely. being able to travel all around the country, sit in buses,
sit on buses. What more do you want to do with your weekends?
Just fantastic. But you must tell me this. How did last night go? Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. It was much closer than I anticipated. Adelaide were much stronger than their points are currently reflecting. I don't know whether they really stepped it up last night, whether a bit of experience playing together as a team is kicking in, because they do have quite a young team, so I don't know if they have a lot of leading players to really guide the team and to make like the same vision and work towards the same goal. But they played really well. They were strong on the park. They were really present in our zone, but they did only have 4 defensemen who played hard the whole game, but you could also see sometimes they were conservative with their play and were quite strategic to not always go in 110%, but just to cut off options. So to cut off the skating lanes, keep them quite wide. But I thought it was a great game.
Well, the score reflected that. It was only 5-4. And sometimes, I guess, when the North Stars being in the position they are in, second, up the front, you're playing one of the teams that are at the bottom, sometimes you may not give it 110%, especially when you're actually got 2 games to play on the weekend, a double header.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's what happened last night, but one of the traps can be that can happen. I mean, the North Stars do have a lot of offense on their team. It's been a real revelation for them by moving our captain Bert Malloy up to the forwards and moving Nick Rivet back to the defence, because Nick is still bringing massive offence. I mean, he's the leading scorer on the North Stars, and being that he's a defenceman doing that is just terrific. It's a bit like Poulin last year for the North Stars.
Yeah.
So I think that was a great move done by Coach Sheffield and also Coach Terrio to change that around, because it has been, ever since they've done that, it has been a big difference. But what I also like is they've got Hacharik, who's now starting to produce as well too. He was a little bit quiet to start in the season, but now he's really starting to fire along. 4 points last night, I think it was.
Yeah, so I think what I really noticed this season with Hacharik and Rivet was that I think an important thing for Hacharik is to know the players he's out there with. I noticed at the start of the season he seemed a little bit lost out there, a little bit hesitant. You see that with players. Some people can just play with anyone, as you see with players such as like Pat Naden, Liam Manwaring's fairly versatile as well with who they're playing with. But some players really value knowing where their other, where everyone else in their line will be. And I think Hacharik's one of those players where he easily kind of predicts where his line buddy's going to be, and he can use that to their advantage.
I know what you're saying. It's the same when Gary Dore and I were playing together. Always looking for him. He's got to be here somewhere. No, he's in the penalty box again.
What a shame.
But we're also missing our third leading scorer for the North Stars this year in Zane Jones, who's still out with an upper body injury. And I know the North Stars are hoping to bring him back after the Canberra round. He should be fine with that. Same with Thomas Lander as well too. We've certainly missed those 2 players.
Yeah, I think that we've done really well to kind of fill those gaps though. We've previously seen everyone kind of fall behind without a few players. Like our first game without Lander, I think it was when we were last against the Melbourne Ice, and we saw his experience lacking, and that real push was kind of not as present as well. But that'll be the big deciding factor of today, is whether we can push the whole game.
Well, I believe that we can push the whole game.
Yeah.
And just talking then still about scoring, because I love talking about scoring. I'm a defenseman,
everyone likes to score,
but I love talking about scoring. Sam Banga, I mean, he's only been here for 5 games and already averaging 2.6 points a game. Hasn't he been an offensive threat?
He has been great, and I think that has really brought a bit of a lift to the team as well. You see everyone kind of perk up when there's a new guy around.
Yep.
Part of it's probably, I don't want to seem like the guy who can't score on the line with him. But also just a bit of a new presence, bringing a bit of life back to the team, a bit more excitement. He's never been to Australia before. It was a bit of a last-minute thing for him to come. I think he flew out with 3 days' notice.
Yes.
And he's just really been exceptional. He's been really, really great for the team.
Yeah, and you're right, exactly what you're saying there before, is that really good players make other players around them look really good as well too.
Yeah.
And I can remember a long time ago, I was just doing a drop-in session on a Wednesday night, and Joe Hacharik turned up for that, and I scored about 8 goals.
Nice.
I just had to be around the net. He just kept feeding it to you all the time. So it was wonderful to be on the ice with him.
I've done that drop-in before, and I just got knocked over a bit. But I was just bad on my feet.
So there's no doubt, I think, that the North Stars will definitely be favourites tonight. We would expect them to get through this game and win it, you would expect, quite comfortably. It'll be interesting to see how much Adelaide took out of the North Stars last night's game, to see how much fuel's still in the tank for the North Stars tonight.
Yeah, because they travelled with quite a small team.
Yes.
But they're all quite young, pretty agile kind of guys. They played really smart hockey as well. So they took their time, they played strategically, and you saw after the first period, because they were down 2-0 after the first period, they went into that change room and they came back out playing exactly the game they needed to play against the North Stars. So that's a reflection of their coaching as well, being able to identify what they need to do to keep the North Stars out and to capitalise on anything that we weren't doing.
Yeah, well, the Melbourne Ice are coached by Sandy Gardner, and he's been around a long time. But also, they've got quite a few Australian representative Mighty Roo players as well too, and Tommy Powell up front. Also Matt Armstrong, another great goal scorer for them. Liam Webster playing defence, captain of the Mighty Roos. And of course, Todd Graham has played for them before. He didn't play with them this year when they went overseas to the Netherlands, but he's been there about for most of the last 2 or 3 years. So there's a lot of talent on the Melbourne Ice. And if the goaltending comes tonight for them, I'm assuming that James Downey will be starting, but not 100% sure. He's coming out first, so you'd have to think that he's going to be starting for them. Yeah. And he is just a wonderful young goaltender. Yeah,
and it's unfortunate sometimes, like, as everyone plays, people have bad games, and people just tend to notice it more with goalies, because really, people forget that it gets through 5 people before it gets to the goalie. And it just is easily missed, and he's here to pick it up, and it's really important for him to gain his confidence back and reassert his dominance in the league.
Yeah, he just needs to make one great save right at the beginning and he'll be fine, because confidence for goaltending, as you said, is so important. But it looks like now we'll be playing our national anthem. Another wonderful rendition there by Candice. I mean, she's getting better and better and better every week.
Yeah, she is. So that's actually Hamish Powell's partner, one of our players in the North Stars, who's wonderfully sporting a beautiful fake tan for us this weekend. Made him very hard to spot. But what actually happened there was, it was a bit of a bet at training of who loses the shootout, had to get a fake tan. So Hamish, unfortunately, couldn't get one past Dane or Charlie, I'm not quite sure. So he's sporting the fake tan for us today.
Who agrees to that? I mean, like, seriously, who agrees to that?
The person who suggests it knows they won't lose. But a few of these guys have really changed up their looks, which makes them hard to spot.
The Melbourne Ice, their huddle is now broken up. There's a lot of intensity in that. Tommy Powell going around touching everyone with his stick, as he does. One of the little superstitions he has. A little bit of byplay there with Toddy Graham. Our referee tonight is going to be Rick West. He's got a smile on his face as well too. Looks like everyone's going to be enjoying themselves tonight.
Yeah. Well, as we should. It's coming into the end of the season. Everyone should be making their most of the time on the ice, looking for goals, playing smart hockey, and that's all you can ask for.
Anderson and Hatcharak facing off. Puck's dropped, and we're away. Trying to get it in is Malloy, but Webster now. Pass up the boards. Can't clear out of the zone. Hatcharak has it now. Feeds a great pass to Malloy, but he couldn't break the zone. Banger will try now, and it's into the Melbourne ice zone now with Webster. Streaks through the middle, gets away from Banger, looking up and needs to just dump it in. Comes off a Charek. Charek placed himself beautifully there, and there was no doubt that was offside.
I think that really shows, like, even the first couple of seconds, like that's only 20 seconds, you see what your teams are up for. And Melbourne Ice are showing that they're not going to let you into the zone easy. They're going to tie it up in the neutral zone, which is really important because once we gain momentum, it's hard to stop.
Good point, Ward. Now, Webster bangs it back, but Malloy was there to take it. And in comes Hacharik. Looking for Banger, gets it through there, but just taken out by Bronte. Bronte will look up ice. Tries to skate out with it, does. Puts it up, but now it's picked up by Reve. Reve will look for his mate, Hacharik. Bringing up himself, though, is Reve. To the blue, straight through the middle. Oh, great defense by Webster. Feeds it now to Powell. Powell's now putting the North Stars under pressure. He shoots, and Dane Javis easily feeds that into the corner. Now Hacharik, blows a tire and goes hard into the boards. But he's up, still digging away for it. And Bert Malloy now looking for Banger. Didn't quite fit it. Sorry, it wasn't Banger, it was Tasarik. But Bronte now is back. D to D pass. Over to Crow. Crow, nice little pass through the middle. Can't get it through Hazelhurst, who pumps it out. Tesserick tries to hit it out of midair, baseball style, but now the ice. Pressing, back to the point. Comes Wong. Wong, nice little pass over to Crow. Shot, but that's blocked. And it comes back in the zone. Crow still has it. He's still looking for that shot. Backdoor, but a great save there by Dane Davis. Sprawling.
That made me a little nervous for a second. It was a hot second there where it was uncovered and Dane was still diving for it, and the Melbourne Ice looked like they were there before the North Stars were. So maybe they're going to capitalise on all the opportunities we give them today.
Face off to the left of Davis. Back to the point again. Crow booms it, but Davis puts a glove and says, "Thank you, I'll have that."
Yeah. Dane usually is quite aware with his body and tends to often have those kind of shots covered, but we'll see what they can get through.
Again, another face-off win for the North Stars and Hazelhurst. Behind the net, trying to set up. The North Stars all stretching high at the moment. He gets it over to Lindsay. Lindsay puts it back behind the net to Hazelhurst. There's good pressure here by the ice. He's not allowing North Stars any room, but Hazelhurst says, "I'll skate it," and he comes through the middle. Gets it over now for Naden. Naden puts it in. Wong's going to battle down there with Hazelhurst, who's come right up from his defensive position. But away go the ice now. Trying to feed it up, but Tessarik is in the road. Naden chipped it in. Again, Wong has the puck. Makes a good move, but Naden's still hanging in there with him. Again, pressure here from Tessarik. Tessarik battling hard in the corner. Lawrence comes up with it now, and he'll move it easily out of the Melbourne ice zone. Makes a great pass now over to Pensino. Pensino throws it in, and Hazelhurst should be able to pick that up and start to come out of the zone. Nice little pass up to Naden. Naden, long pass, and Liam Manwaring manages to get a stick on it. Todd Graham takes a big hit from Manwaring. Wittini now trying to cycle it with Manwaring. Manwaring puts it back to the point. Kept in by Sheard. Now Manwaring working with Wittini. Tries to get it back, but the ice are too good. Todd Graham, he's saddling it. Moves around, gets it up the boards here. Now Delsar. Delsar taken out of the play by Manwaring. But the ice still have the puck. Good delay. They didn't want to take the offside then. And Sheard tries to get it out. And does successfully. Todd Graham for the ice. Back here now to Kachia. Kachia, back to Graham. Graham looks through the middle. Gets the pass up there now. Comes Tommy Powell. Tommy Powell rips it. But again, Davis, no problem. Square to the puck, takes that easily.
The ice is showing really strong positioning. You notice as the North Stars came down, they collapsed as a group of 5 towards the centre of the ice around that player with the puck and really cut away our passing opportunity. So those long passes we were seeing yesterday aren't going to work today, I don't think.
Not for at the moment. The Melbourne Ice are doing a great job. Now the North Stars. Big feed up ice, but that's taken out there quite easily by Bronte, the young player for the Melbourne Ice. Now the North Stars again, trying to set up. Reve looking up ice. Makes a great pass to Banger. Banger can't get his stick free. Bronte did a great job tying that up. And Powell now feeds it behind the net to Webster. Two mighty Roo players. Webster gets the puck up to Armstrong. Armstrong to Powell. Powell getting it to Lawrence. Lawrence shoots! But once again, Dane Davis collapses on that and will have a face-off to his right.
So Bronte, who's out there for the Melbourne Ice, was a real standout player for me last time we played against them. He was really dominant. You sometimes see smart players play a little bit irrationally, really heavy on the puck, want to get there, often icing it or getting a little bit too excited with their hits, but he was really well thought out last time.
Now Hazelhurst behind the North Stars net gets a great pass up hit to Sarek. He takes it over the blue. Trying to drive it around behind the net, but delays. Tries to get a shot away, but great defense there. Really, really well done by Crow. Now the ice. Getting out now with Fleming. Fleming to Crow. Crow's coming over the line now. Gets the puck in again. Davis just collapses on that. So far, he's had a lot of work to do, Dane Davis, but the reality is the shots haven't been really threatening at the moment.
Yeah, shots on are shots on, though. The one's down, one's bound to get in eventually if you keep on hitting hard for it, whereas North Stars haven't had many shots so far.
Well, my favourite, you don't score a goal unless you shoot the puck.
That's very true.
You got to shoot it. So anything can happen when you shoot the puck. The ice now, great pressure here from Delsar. Delsar gets it in front, but taken so well there by Pat Naden as he streaks down this left side. Dumps the puck in, but unfortunately didn't hit the glass. Luckily didn't hit any of the spectators either.
Nearly hit our photographer Reese Lavender in the face.
He's got a smile. Yeah, take the puck back, no problem.
Yeah, I think that we're really going to have to work on breaking out as a whole line in the North Stars and to really maybe put a drop pass in, play a little bit closer to really get that puck successfully to the other player.
Melbourne Ice are doing a really, really good job taking away our lanes for the breakout, so we'll see how the game continues now. Sheard trying to get up it to Ferrari. It's taken in by the ice, and Delsar dumps it back in again, putting pressure on young Sheard. Sheard feeds it up, trying to get it to Manwaring. Manwaring bounces it out, and a great job to get it out of the zone, where Graham now picks it up for the ice. Feeds it back, but it's picked up there by Manwaring. Manwaring comes in, shoots! Oh, big save by Downey. And then Kachia just throws it down the ice. So I think we're going to be called for icing here, and back it'll come into the Melbourne Ice zone.
I love seeing Liam Manwaring on the ice because he plays so hard. You can spot him skating a mile away because he's so low, his arms are going, his whole body is involved in getting that long, hard stride, and it really pays off for him.
Yeah, very similar style to Pat Naden. They're both great little young Australian players. Now, North Stars, great win by Hacharik. Gets it back to Reve. Reve's looking for throws it in, hits Malloy. Malloy tries to get in front, but is picked up by Lawrence, who gets out of the zone quickly on a great transition. Throws it in there very well for Clark. Ooh, and Malloy comes through. Tries to cross ice to Banga, but it's just too far in front of him. Webster feeds it out nicely to Delsar. Delsar over to Lawrence. Lawrence coming in, tries to get around Bert Malloy, but Malloy playing defense, and that player was able to take it. Here comes Banga. Banga beating Bronte, still with the puck. Bronte recovers well, but Hacharik has it in the front of net. Banga now taking it in the right side, feeds it back to Malloy. Malloy was looking for the setup, shoots, and Reve was in the rebound. Score! Oh, so close. Hacharik was sitting there in the back door. No one was watching. One timed it, but Downey was able to get there.
That's the one time that we've seen all game where Melbourne Ice have actually given us a shooting opportunity. Usually they have the front of the ice covered and they're holding and marking our players so well that we just don't have the opportunity. So
this is great pressure by the North Stars
on
this. Now we have Lawrence out there with Hamish Powell and Tesarek. Hamish Powell chasing Webster, who feeds it back to Bronte. Bronte taken out by Lawrence. Puck comes back. Now Bronte will take a streak up the ice for the Melbourne Ice. Dumps it in wide and kept in by Armstrong. Puts a shot on net, and Dane Davis covers up.
I think this line also brings a bit of a presence with Hamish Powell out there. He's always been known for playing a little bit of body. Nothing out there to hurt, but just to make his presence known. And I think that can make a really big difference in a game like this.
Oh, big shot there by Armstrong. A great win, face-off by Fleming. And Armstrong let that rip straight away, but Dane Davis took that quite comfortably. I'm sorry, that was Anderson who won the face-off. Again, tries to win it again, but this time Tesarek came through quickly, and I'd say just a little bit too quickly, so we'll have another face-off.
Just get a little bit too excited. Ready for that puck drop. We had guys skating all over the shop before the puck drop yesterday. It was a little bit hard for Rick.
Well, I realise that Armstrong's set in position, but this time Hazelhurst wins it. Comes out of the zone. Fed now. Tesarek shoots, and Downey puts that into the corner, where Webster's trying to feed it up. He gets it to Powell. Powell gets it to Anderson. Anderson for the ice coming out of the zone. Coming down on Lindsay. Lindsay keeps him wide. Shot goes right across the middle. And now it's picked up by Armstrong. He's trying to find someone in the middle of the ice. Cashier loses it. Now it's Tsarik. Tsarik coming down the ice with Powell. Tries to feed to Powell, and his stick was taken away from him very well by Anderson. Now puck's still in the Melbourne ice zone. Trying to feed it out. Now Cashier. Crow. Anderson now coming out of the zone. Finds Powell, who was actually Liam Manwaring did a great job of stopping him, but Crow still comes in trying to get towards the middle, but Matt Watini now for the North Stars picks it up and tries to get it out of the zone. Kept in there. Big hit there by Hamish Powell. Exactly what you were talking about a minute ago, Lucy. Just a bang. Now Powell chips out of the zone, but Crow will be there for the Melbourne ice. Wong makes himself available, but he puts it to Anderson. Lawrence, I should say. Lawrence tries to make it happen and can't. They throw it back in again. Now, Shane Southwood out there for his first shift for the North Stars. Trying to get it out and they can't. Again, they pass it down to Lawrence. Lawrence trying to get it in front. Didn't quite happen. So down we come. Down the ice for the North Stars. It's Watini. Watini back over to Manwaring. Manwaring backhand. Misses Downey. And Shane Southwood is still there. Trying to protect the puck. Too clever there is Todd Graham though. Get it out. And it was a big hit there by Manwaring. We've got an offside call coming. Jeez, Liam Manwaring lined up Todd Graham, and Todd Graham's a big boy.
Yeah, that was so close to just being kept in by Liam, though. It's kind of sad when you put in so much effort to get to that puck. I know as a defenseman, to keep it in the zone, you're like, oh man, it's out anyway.
Paddy Ward and Nick Rivet on defense now for the North Stars, who put their number one line out there. Hacharik, Bert Malloy, and Sam Banga. And a good face-off win there by Hacharik, who feeds it to Rivet. Rivet to Ward. Ward dumps it in on goal. Downey picks it up and holds it, and we'll have a face-off to his left. Just what the North Stars needed, a face-off in the offensive zone, so they can put a bit of pressure here now on Downey.
I think I really noticed Paddy Ward yesterday. I've seen, obviously you see him in other games, but yesterday I feel he really stepped up and played really hard and was quite dominant, keeping our play in the zone, which was good.
One there by the ice. Who bang it around. Graham just feeds it out to Clark. Clark trying to get it around Rivet, but Rivet too clever in that regard. Now Todd Graham feeds it to the middle. Oh, beautiful pass there to Anderson. Anderson feeds it over to the right back and fans on the shot. Rivet had his stick there, took it away from him. Now behind the net, trying to get it out in front. Feeds it back here now to the point. Puck's dropped in there by Cashier. Comes over here now again to Anderson. Anderson shoots just wide of Davis. Now Rivet trying to get the puck, trying to get a breakout opportunity behind the net. Feeds it up easily to Banger, but Banger just loses it to Armstrong. Armstrong now over to Cashier. Cashier feeds it up, but kept back in by Paddy Ward, who just bangs it in to put the pressure back on the ice. Here comes Banger. Banger, a bit of a mix-up there from the Melbourne ice. Cashier and Todd Graham. Banger goes down. Now Anderson just feeds it out from the corner. And now Armstrong with it. Armstrong coming down Ward. Tries to feed it back, but Nick Rivet was there and took the pass away from him. Now we've got Lawrence trying to get in front of the net, but again Rivet is there. Guy's having a great game so far. Chips it down the ice, and Bronte for the ice will be back to pick it up. Tries to get round behind the net. Pat Naden followed him there. Webster now makes a great pass up the boards. Now Anderson trying to get it in front to Armstrong, and offside for the Melbourne ice just when the pressure was coming.
What I really see with Rivet in defence is he's got really, really good timing. He is you notice in defensemen they know when to pinch and to go for the puck or when to drop back, and Rivet is nearly 99% of the time right with that timing.
Oh, it's got great hockey IQ. Now Powell tries to get the puck in and can't, and the ice now feeding it around. Webster bounces off his foot, but Tsarik now comes out with it. Tries to make the pass over to Naden. Naden chips it in. Naden, Bronte, both fighting for it. Tries to get it in front, but Downey covers up on that, and we'll have a face-off to his right.
So what do you think of that Matthew Lindsay out there? Is he looking good tonight?
Well, you're asking the wrong person. He always looks good.
Well, he's your son. It's got to run in the family.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say that. No, Matt's had a good season this year. He's enjoyed himself immensely, so he just would like to get a few more points.
I'd like to see some goals as well.
Now, puck comes right in front of the Ice's zone, but Fleming picks it up and gets out very easily. Throws it down. Hazelhurst will have to pick it up for the North Stars. Goes around behind his own net. Starting to set the play and uses his speed. He puts it back for Lindsay. Lindsay, big pass up here on the right-hand side. It's picked up by Powell. Powell tried to put it up and feed it to Bertini, but didn't quite work, so Lindsay tries again. Feeds it to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst looks up ice. This time to Powell again. This time chips it in. So it's in the zone, and Wong will go back for the ice. Taken there by Manwaring. A big, heavy hit. Battles him along the boards there. But Wong comes up with it. Fantastic play. And there's going to be a penalty here to the North Stars. Up the ice go the ice. Oh, well done. Shot there. Well by the ice. Picked up there by Bert Malloy, who'll get the whistle, and we'll have a penalty coming up. Probably against Liam Manwaring, I'd suggest. Is a roughing call, looks like.
Yeah, what you see with Matt staying back quite a bit is also because he's out there with Hazelhurst, who's quite an offensive defenseman. So Matt's often staying back because Hazelhurst is often playing quite high. So just shows that he's experienced. He's not going to be a little bit worried if he has to stay back and play his position.
Well, it's important that you do have matches like that. You have an offensive defenseman, a defensive defenseman.
Yeah.
A bit like your brother Connor, who plays for me on the midget team in the under 18s. He's a bit of a defensive defenseman as well too.
I am too. Too scared to go up front.
The ice now on the power play. Feed it shot. Didn't get through now. Malloy working for the North Stars, keeping the ice out wide. There's some big shots on the ice though. Comes back here now to Webster. Webster leans, throws it at the net, and Dane Davis picks that up. I tell you, he has got one of the most dangerous shots from the point, Liam Webster.
Yeah. So what do you think, Steve, about... I think there should be a little more physicality to push them out of the slot. What do you feel about that?
Well, you've got to be careful with your physicality, of course, to make sure that you don't overdo it, because the last thing we want to do is see a 5-on-3.
Yeah, I don't want a penalty, but I'd like to see a little bit more of an intensity to push them out. Now
the North Stars get the puck out of the zone. Done very, very well by Bert Malloy. So the ice resettle again. Powell overskates it. Oh, nice play by Hachara.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Comes over the zone. Looks behind the net. Delaying. Tries to get in front. Doesn't quite work. Bronte was there with his stick. Now looking up the ice. Settling. Net's come off. Referee's seen it. So we'll have a face-off just to the right.
That net was a bit finicky yesterday too. I noticed it came off probably about 6 or 7 times through the game.
Well, if you hit it hard enough, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I think I was saying yesterday maybe our nets do come off a little bit easier than some other rinks. No? Gary says no. It's just happened.
They were just unlucky. Face-off win by the ice. Now Bronte. Again, settling behind the net. Looks up, gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence leaves it for Bronte. Maybe not on purpose. Bronte now feeds it over to Webster. Webster looking up ice. Nice stick there. Lindsay now feeds it to Naden. Naden coming with speed. Takes a big hit from Liam Webster. He's still there though. Puck comes again behind the net. Bronte again settles. Lawrence picks it up. Puts it over now to Powell. Rounded, just trying to set up in front. Get it in front. Over the ice now. Still pressure. North Stars keeping him wide. Back now to Graham. Graham feeds it in front. Dane Davis gets it. Rebound. Score! Tommy Powell on the rebound. Holy moly.
You've been waiting to say that one, haven't you, Stephen?
Good play there by the Melbourne Ice. Great power play setup. They get the puck back to the point. Graham threw it in there. Unfortunately, Davis couldn't grab it hard enough. The rebound came out, and Tommy Powell's a goal scorer. If he sees a loose puck anywhere, he's going to grab it.
I think what was really unfortunate there was we had no deep defenseman in front of the net. The only player that was in front of that net looking for the rebound was a Melbourne Ice player.
Yeah, we were playing the box, but it was just a little bit too wide. Just needed to compress a bit more.
Yeah.
So, Melbourne Ice scoring a power play and are up 1-0. Face-off win, though, to the North Stars. Hazelhurst to Lindsay. Lindsay feeds it up the ice immediately to Banger. Banger puts it in the middle to Malloy. Malloy trying to get a shot, but he puts it to Hacharik. Hacharik delays. Looks to the middle. Oh, big try by Bang. Just couldn't get the shot away. But back come the ice now, as quick as anything. Through Anderson. Anderson taking it deep in the North Star zone. Trying to look for someone to pass to. Gets it down in the corner. We've got another... Looks like the net may have come off again down the other end this time.
Dane's like, you guys can fix it. I'm too busy being goalie.
Well, there's a lot of pressure around the net. Both teams are doing a really good job going hard to the net, putting the goaltenders under pressure, which is going to obviously lead to goals, which it did in the Melbourne Ice's case. And they'd be very happy to be up 1-0. Face off now to the left of Dane Davis. Won by the North Stars. Lindsay gets it behind the net to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst, big feed up here to Hacharik. Just couldn't quite handle it, and Todd Graham walks back with the puck. Settles behind the net. Looks up ice. Makes the breakout pass now to Pansino. Pansino tries to get it out and doesn't. Lindsay feeds it through the middle, but back it comes into the North Star zone to Hacharik. Hacharik, nice pass to Hazelhurst. Beats the first player, comes into the zone with speed, gets over in the right-hand side, trying to get his shot away, and we're going to have a penalty, I think, coming up to the Melbourne ice, and it'll be a hooking call against Hazelhurst, and that's what happens when you keep your feet moving. The ice just could not stay with the play.
Yeah.
And it looks like it'll be Fleming.
Hazelhurst is speedy. He is like, you'll see him down one end of the ice and he just bolts to the other end. And I see why he was so valuable to the Perth Thunder, because he's come here and he's fit like a glove, and he's brought a real sense of speed and kind of urgency. That's the word I was looking for. I was like, I don't know what it is anymore.
Melbourne Ice win the face-off and shot down the ice by Crow. North Stars will go back and set, and no one better than Nick Rivet to have the puck on the end of his stick. Looks up ice, tries to make a pass through to Banger, comes through, but we're going to have a delayed offside, so North Stars have to go back, pick up, and in they come again. Big Crow is with the puck behind the net. Tries to make a pass up and hit Tsarik on the glove, but down it goes down the ice, and Bert Malloy is there first. Makes a nice pass to Rivet. Rivet will delay, and then start up the ice. He'll be looking for Joe Hacharik, but he comes over the blue himself, feeds it in hard, whereas Hacharik now will try and get it and keep the pressure on the ice. Battle there by Marcus Wong, great urgency, and a big hit by Tsarik then on Anderson. The puck goes out now to Rivet. Rivet trying to put the pressure back on the ice, comes into the zone, over the blue. Is he going to try and make through everyone? He walks through.
Oh!
What a save by Downey. Rivet, all the pressure in the world there, but Downey was too good and held it out.
He's one of those players where it's like, have you got like some kind of magnet on your stick with the puck? Because he just manages to keep it on his stick so well.
Yeah, he's a class player, and being able to play either offense or defense for us, it really doesn't matter to him. He just loves scoring. So the North Stars have their second power play unit on the ice now, and it comes back. Puck to Lindsay. Lindsay puts it to Manwaring. Manwaring on the outside of the umbrella. Puts it down low to Naden. Comes back to Manwaring again. Tries to walk towards the ice. Back to Lindsay. Lindsay feeds it over to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst walks down with it. Big pressure there from Anderson. Hazelhurst back to Lindsay. Lindsay feeds it over now. Back to Lindsay. A big slap shot, but it goes wide of the net. But kept in by Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst just outside the box, looking for a pass to Naden. Naden tries to put it in front. Unlucky. This Lawrence couldn't quite get the stick on the puck. And it's fed outside. It's been touched. We're trying to see if there's going to be a delay of game penalty against the ice, who fed it over the glass. Referee Rick West is discussing it with the linesman as to where the play was made from, whether it was inside, outside the zone.
I'm so disappointed Lawson didn't take his shot earlier. He was up on the point. He had a clear lane to shoot to Downey, and we could have got that rebound, but I suppose it's just a bit of experience with the Melbourne Ice, and they're playing so strong, and they keep such a strong box around Downey on a penalty kill that they're hard to get through.
Well, it looks like we've actually got a delay of game penalty called against the ice. They're going to be playing 5-on-3 for 22 seconds. It's just a matter now deciding who's going to go in the box. We need someone from the ice to come across. And we're just discussing the situation as to who it should be.
It looks like someone's taken it for the team.
Yeah, it looks like Del Sar's going. So for 22 seconds, the North Stars have a wonderful opportunity to tally this game now, a 5-on-3. The ice have all their guns on the ice. Webster, Lawrence, Todd Graham.
All very tall people.
Face-off win's going to be crucial here, and well done by Hacharik, who puts it back to Rivet. Rivet down to Banger, back to Rivet. Rivet looks for a gap, can't see it, to Banger. Tried to put it across, it didn't quite work. Kept in by Malloy though. Malloy walks to the middle, puts it to Hacharik. Hacharik's looking for a lane, trying to make that pass. Puts across goal!
Yes!
Scored by Sam Banger. Holy moly, what a goal!
I am on Banger's team right now. That I'm so glad we made the most of that power play. It would have been sad to see it go past without a goal.
Look, 5-on-3 is tough. There was still 4 seconds to go on that 5-on-3 when they popped that in. But I mean, what a great play by Hacharik to know that Banga was going to be there. He saw that lane, put it straight through it, gives a little fist pump. He knew it was a good pass.
Yeah.
And there's no way Sam Banga was going to miss that.
So Sam Banga just pops in front of the net. No one quite sees him there, and then he's got it.
Yeah, defence needed to collapse, but they didn't, so that's okay. It's 1-1 now between the Newcastle Northstars and the Melbourne Ice. But the Northstars still have a power play and will for another minute 41. Now coming into the zone is Tasarik. Delays, gets it back to the middle, but couldn't get the shot away. It was Banga. Revade lets one rip. And we've come to the end of the period, where we have a very truly exciting game. 1-1 doesn't get much better.
No. I think big differences I'm seeing with the Ice's game is they have a really, really strong poke check. So all of their defense, the reason why we're not holding a lot of possession is as soon as we get it, they're in there with their sticks, they're hard on their sticks, so they're getting the puck off us, they're lifting our sticks out of the way most of the time, which always gets under the players' nerves.
Yep.
I see it as a defenseman, like if you can get underneath their stick and get it out of and lose their line of, like lose their pass, they just hate it. And I think they're doing that really well.
Well, they're putting us under pressure. That's really
Definitely.
the thing. And it doesn't matter where it is on the ice, the offensive zone, neutral zone, or defensive zone, they're putting the North Stars under pressure, and they deserve their first goal. I mean, the way that they crashed the net, made sure that the pressure was on Dane Davis, and then got the rebound, and Powell did a great job putting that away. But I must say, that was a class goal that North Stars came back with.
Yeah. I'd imagine the North Stars may come out changing their game a little bit for the second, but I should think the Ice should keep on playing how they are because they are killing it at the moment.
Well, the North Stars will start with the power play, of course, so there's a great opportunity for them to pick up their second goal and put the Melbourne Ice under pressure. And the Melbourne Ice, even though they're playing well, it'll be interesting to see if they handle falling behind. It's great when you're in front. It's very easy to keep momentum when you're in front. But if they fall behind on this, and this is what the North Stars will be wanting, it'll be interesting to see where they go with their game.
Yeah, and we saw Downey have a tough loss yesterday, so he'd be looking to keep them out this time, and it puts a lot of pressure on the team collectively. Your defense to keep anyone in the slot out, your goalie to stop all the goals. It can be a lot of pressure, and it can kind of affect a team if they're quite young as well.
So I think now we can say that this has been a fantastic period.
Definitely.
Looking forward to the second.
About to say the same thing.
Thank you very much. We'll see you at the start of the second.
Hi everyone, Ellie Marie Watts for the Newcastle Northstars. I'm down on the Northstars bench, joined by Northstars coach Joe Hacharik. Sorry, Joe Terrio. Sorry, Joe. Sorry, guys. We're down one period here. The score is 1-1. Joe, are you happy with that first period?
Yeah, 1-1 going into a break, you know what I mean? We popped one with simple 7 seconds ago, so that's pretty good to equalize it going into the break. We're coming a little bit flat. We're just looking for a bit more intensity, but the positivity on the bench, positivity on the teams, it's awesome right now, so we're pretty good. We're pretty confident.
It was a pretty penalty-free period right up until the end there. Are you aiming to, stay out of the box more for the period 2, or what are you looking for period 2?
Yeah, 100%. We're different guys right now. Like I said, we're looking to stay out of the box and not give them anything to put us in there. You know what I mean? So we do our clean hits, we do whatever we have to do, and we stay positive and stay out of the box. Yeah, we got a roughing call there, but it is what it is. So
beautiful. Thanks so much, Joe. We'll leave you to it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. We're about to start the second period here in this game between the Newcastle Northstars and the Melbourne Ice. And what a first period it was, Lucy.
Yeah, it was really intense. I was kind of expecting a different first period, to be honest.
And I think, in all seriousness, the penalties, power plays, the special teams, that definitely made a difference because the game started at a cracker pace. I mean, the transitions were brilliant from each end.
Yeah, I think it'll be whether North Stars pick it up or Melbourne slow down a little bit. It'll all tell in this second period.
Well, the North Stars start with the power play. So really, if we're talking about momentum swings, if the Ice can kill this, then you might find that they've got a little bit more bounce in their step and they'll get out there a little bit harder. If the North Stars pick it up, I think we might see some real pressure coming.
Yeah, I'd really like to see a goal straight up. Like to get one before everyone gets going and just to solidify that lead. I think will really, really help.
Well, it's certainly what the North Stars want. There was a very close game last night, 5-4 against the Adelaide Adrenaline.
Yeah, I was just talking to Alex Davis, and you know how the wives and girlfriends can be the toughest critics of the team, and she's saying, at least they're playing better than yesterday.
So there's a stamp of approval.
Yeah.
There's Dad walking past.
Well, they usually know the team best.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they've got to live with the players, and they know all their foibles, all the things that they enjoy and don't enjoy. So, and certainly, I looked at the video feed yesterday because I wasn't able to attend the game, and it certainly looks like the North Stars are playing with a lot more cohesion.
Yeah, and I think we'll see a lot more intensity, and they'll place a lot more importance on keeping possession this period.
Well, the ice has been fixed around Downey's goal. He's not 100% happy. He's still talking to the linesman, but referee Rick West puts his hand up, gets the nod, so he'll be dropping the puck, and immediately the puck goes into the Melbourne Ice, but we've got a false start, and a Melbourne Ice player will be thrown out of the face-off circle.
Disappointing. I hate little false starts like that in the start of the period. It's like, we're ready to go, but we're not.
Well, 2 seconds is taken out of the power play. Only a minute 32 now instead of a minute 34. Ooh. Will it make a difference?
That's a real big question, isn't it, Stephen?
Armstrong's thrown out. Powell's coming in. Our linesman's still not 100% happy. Coming to have a chat to a referee. And we're trying to put the time. But Rick West is happy to go and drops the puck. And the North Stars win it straight away. Rivet looks to the middle, gets it to Hacharik, who puts it over here to Banger, I should say. Banger puts it into Malloy. Malloy with the puck, setting up at the top, back into Banger. Banger trying to get it across to Rivet, but it didn't quite work its way through there. But Rivet's got the puck now down low, looking for Banger. Gets it back up to Malloy. Malloy shoots, but blocked there by Powell. And Malloy has lost his stick. Puck comes outside the blue. Rivet wants to move it back in again, and does. Can't beat Bronte, though. Great little stick check there by Bronte. Malloy feeds it back to Rivet. Rivet down to Banger. Banger looks in front of it. Oh, got it to Hacharik. He just couldn't get a stick on it. Banger still has the puck, though. And Webster's pushing him out wide. Banger clever along the boards. Gets it back to Malloy on the point. Taking his time. Feeds it down low. Hacharik gets it to Rivet. Rivet, again, he feeds low. Gets it out and cross. Oh, and Banger just couldn't get his stick on that. And the ice, bang it down the ice. Where out will come Dane Davis. Smacks it over to Rivet. We still have 27 seconds to go on the power play. Rivet to Hacharik. I thought that was offside. The linesman didn't, though. Hacharik now deep in the corner, looking for someone to give the puck to him. Banger says, I'll take it. Feeds, spins around, tries to get in front. Bang! A big shot attempt there by Hacharik. Didn't quite work. And now the ice. Get the puck out. Fed now. Big shot. Oh, just over Dane Davis's shot. Lawrence over shoulder. Lawrence took a big shot on that. Rivet now. He's got the puck on his stick. Loses it. Back come the ice. Lindsay forcing the play wide. But Delsar tried pushed off the puck by Rivet. He leaves it there for Crowe. And a big save by Davis on Lawrence.
We're back to 5-on-5 now, so we lost that little advantage we had, but it's always hard to really capitalise on a power play once everyone's had a break, everyone's got fresh legs, they've got a good strategy in there to try and stop the other team.
Big shot here. Dane Davis picks it up and feeds it out now, but Lindsay to Manwaring. Manwaring right across the ice, and Now the ice will have to go back and set up. Todd Graham looks up ice, goes up the boards. Powell makes the pass now. In they come, trying to get it across to the middle, but a nice little poke check there by Hazelhurst. And the puck comes out of the zone again. Now Cheer gives it to Powell. Powell puts it on to Anderson. Anderson trying to make something happen. Feeds it back to the point. It takes the stick deflection, but Hazelhurst is there first in the corner. Tries to feed out to Manwaring. Manwaring tries to chip it. Doesn't come out of the zone. The ice are pressuring again. A big shot, and that's huge save by Dane Davis. Flashing the leather. The glove was there, and Armstrong skates past and says, "How did you stop that?"
Dane does like a dramatic save now and then. We're about to see the replay now. That was so close.
Well, of course, Davis was playing last year with the Melbourne Ice, and I'm sure Matt Armstrong took a lot of shots on him in practice.
Yeah.
Now Lawrence against Sam Lawson. Lawson wins the draw and comes back to Sheard. Sheard rips it around the boards, and it gets out of the zone. Webster allows it to go back into the zone, his own zone, and there at first is Naden. Naden putting them under pressure. The Ice trying to feed up the boards and can't quite get out of the zone, but they do now. 1-on-1 against Ferrari. Lawrence shoots and puts it away. Holy moly, what a bullet from Lawrence.
That was a beautiful goal. Beautiful play by Lawrence, but a little bit of a letdown that Ferrari couldn't keep him wide.
Well, the thing is, speed kills, and I mean, he has so much speed.
Yeah, and I think you see players like that, you often think you have them lined up as a defenseman, and then they just take off. So you're matching their speed, and then they pick it up, and it's really hard to then match that speed as you're going backwards at the same time.
Dylan Lawrence had incredible speed. He had his feet moving the whole time. But a good goal by the Melbourne Ice puts them in front again, 2-1. After killing that power play from the North Stars, they've put another goal back in. Now the North Stars will have to dig deep and come up with their own answer to that. Now Pat Naden throws the puck in, will go put pressure on him. Marcus Wong is there first. He feeds it up to the boards, but Rivet keeps it in. Puts it to the middle, but couldn't quite find Lawson. And back come the Ice now, 2-on-2. Ward keeps him wide, tried to feed it through the middle. Rivet blocks a shot. And the Ice now with Anderson, putting it to Fleming, trying to cycle in the corner. Pansino looking for someone to pass to. Tried to feed it across, but Lawson was there to block it down. And Naden trying to put pressure on. Sam Lawson makes sure the puck goes into the zone. Feeds it back now to the point to Paddy Ward. Ward bangs it at the net. There's a rebound, and the North Stars couldn't get a stick on that one. So the Ice get it out of the zone. Paddy Ward now feeds it back. Naden. Trying to Sarek, comes over to Malloy. Malloy shoots and down. He makes a huge save. The Ice now trying to feed it down the ice. Paddy Ward sitting there, takes the puck away. Manwaring feeds it to the middle, but the Ice is still looking dangerous. Coming back into the zone with Crow. Crow tries to feed it back. The Ice now still with pressure. It's Anderson. Takes a stick check from Malloy. Anderson puts a shot on just wide of the net. And Crow will try and dig it out, but Banger gets it, feeds it down the ice. And we'll probably have a icing call against the North Stars, and it'll be coming back just to the left of Dane Davis. Great action there, end to end.
Yeah, so I think it was also a little bit more hectic because we had that line change at the same time, and you always get a little bit nervous. Oh, have we got enough players in the ice? We've got too many players in the ice. But you just hope that the guys on the benches on the gates are keeping a good at their mouths and can count to 5.
It helps. Take your glove off. Now Charek battles for the face-off win and gets it. Rivet feeds it up the ice. And it comes out of the North Star zone. Now back in the ice zone. There'll be no icing on this. And back there to pick it up is Kachia. Lindsay now has a look. Makes a pass over to Nick Rivet. Rivet delays but gets picked off by Powell. Powell feeds him the 2-on-1 over to Armstrong. And he shoots and scores! What a goal! Holy moly, Armstrong does it.
That was a beautiful goal. So we're just about to see the replay, I would say. Melbourne Ice are absolutely loving life right now.
Wow, why wouldn't you be? Down 7-1 last night. Now they're up 3-1 on the second place team in the league, and they are playing with fire and speed. And that's really, again, what helped on that play. It was just a lovely 2-on-1. Fed the play across, and Armstrong, he's a great shooter. Scored many a point for the Mighty Roos this year in the Netherlands, and to score that was just icing on the cake, especially after the way Dane Davis robbed him just a couple of minutes ago. So the ice again, putting pressure on the North Stars. Hazelhurst screams around behind the net. Runs into a few players. Anderson with the puck for the ice. Keeping the pressure on. Hazelhurst poke checks him. Puck's still there. Watini comes in to help. Who's battling now? Hazelhurst looks, feeds up the boards. Nice little play to Liam Manwaring. Manwaring now skates it up. Makes a pass over to Lindsay. Lindsay dumps it in the corner. And Liam Webster for the ice. Feeds it up. Makes a nice little play. The ice, just dump it in. Again, putting pressure on the North Stars. Dane Davis tries to feed it up the boards. Gets it up again to Manwaring, who's in great position. But the ice, just throw it back. Hits the net. And we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line of the Melbourne ice.
Do you think it's an advantage us playing at home that we know how to use our glass? Do you think other teams may be hesitant to use the boards as much as we do?
Any other team except the Melbourne ice, because they have, all the Melbourne teams, they have their own glass as well too.
Oh, my bad.
So, North Stars win the face-off now. Puck bouncing on Sheard. Tries to get it, but again the ice with so much speed. Into the zone they come. Another shot, but this time easily taken by Dane Davis. Now the Melbourne ice getting out front. Lawrence again, but the puck was poked off his stick by Sheard. Here come the North Stars through to Sarek. Sarek screaming down that right wing. Tried to get it in on Downey and wasn't able to. Puck comes back to the point. Ferrari drills it, just misses. Slap pass in front of the net. Now to Sarek, putting a lot of pressure on the ice here. Nice little delay. Looking back to the point, gets it back to Sheard. Sheard fans!
Oh no!
And the ice now with a breakaway. Shoots and a big save by Davis. He did a fantastic job there on Bologna. Trying to get the puck now down to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Crow. Crow shoots! Misses wide. Pensino is trying to keep it in. Puck comes back. Big floaty pass shot I should say, by Todd Graham that does somehow make it to Davis, who snaffles it, gets a face-off because we needed that. And poor old Hayden Sheard will be shaking his head over that one. He would not have wanted to fan on that.
No, I think sometimes those shots are a little bit bouncy and floaty are the hardest to stop as a goalie. I know my dad, being a goalie, always hates them and is very disappointed in himself when they get in.
North Stars win the face-off now. Reve throws a long play, and the ice were able to take control of that. Powell now is under pressure from Sam Banger to Hacharik. Hacharik feeds it in front, and Malloy couldn't quite get the one-timer away that time. Battling hard for the puck, comes back to the point. Reve throws it back in. Malloy trying to cycle with Banger, picked up by Hacharik. Hacharik spins. He'll be looking for Banger and finds him. Back to Ward on the point. Back to Banger. Good pressure here by the North Stars. Banger turns, looking for help. There's 3 Melbourne ice players on top of him, and throws the puck down the ice. Unfortunately didn't hit Ward on the point, but we do have a penalty coming. The 10-minute misconduct being called, and it looks like it might be against Sam Banger. This is going to hurt the North Stars. They're not going to want to miss him for 10 minutes.
Yeah, Sammy's in the box. I think that's his first penalty here.
Obviously, he was not happy with the way that he was being manhandled down in the corner with 3 Melbourne ice players, and he said something to our referee.
From what I saw, though, it looked like a really fair hit. It was I didn't see it from behind or anything, but there may have been something that I missed or some words exchanged.
North Stars now need so there is a 2-minute call. So the ice are on the power play here. North Stars setting up their box. Shot, just trying to get it over the glove there by Matt Armstrong, but Dane Davis was able to pick that off.
So as a defenseman, what do you think, Stephen's the most important thing when we're in a penalty kill like this?
You've got to make sure that the power play team is kept wide. You've got to make sure your stick is active all the time, so you're taking away the passing lanes from them. And be very, very mindful of your back door, because that's where so many goals are scored on the power play. And the North Stars normally do that really, really well. The ice now, keeping the pressure on. Down the corner here to Tommy Powell. Powell puts it back to Anderson. Anderson, big point shot coming from Liam Webster, but didn't quite connect. Now the North Stars feed it out. Webster hits Naden with a big hit on the boards, but back go the Melbourne ice to set up. Matt Armstrong with his puck on the end of his stick makes a pass over now to Anderson. Anderson coming into the North Star zone. Sets up. Loses the puck, but gets back to Webster. Webster feeds it to Anderson. Come to the middle now. Shot! And just wide of the net. Ice keep it in now. Matt Armstrong with it. Tries to feed it low to Powell. Puck's loose. But Dane Davis says, I know it's loose and I'm going to grab it. And we have a face-off to his right.
I think the hard thing about being on a penalty kill is you want to dump it out and get it out of the zone, but you know that they're going to come out firing with a really strong breakout then, because you don't have the manpower to chase them and break down the breakout, and they come in with such speed, especially the Melbourne Ice.
Yeah, they're really good players. So now the Ice still on the power play. Crow works down deep in the North Star zone, looking for someone to pass to. Makes out the top to Todd Graham. He walks, puts it back to Crow. Crow's looking for a gap, fires it in. There's a rebound there, but Dane Davis was able to kick it to the corner. Now the Ice, throwing players everyone. Delsar trying to get in front of the net. There's no one there, and Sam Lawson for the North Stars throws it 200 feet down the ice, where Downey will save it for Crow. Crow for the Ice. Looking through the middle. Makes a nice pass. Trying to get it in, and weren't able to. Todd Graham wasn't able to handle that pass there from Fleming. Fleming now. Over to Delsar. But taken by Bert Malloy. He throws it again all the way down the ice. And the Melbourne Ice will have to go back and set again. Through Todd Graham. Coming up. Looking for an outlet. Makes a pass to the middle. We've got Fleming. Comes over the line hard. He's down in the corner with it now. Taken by Reve. Fleming still has it though. Fleming to the top. Blistering shot there by Crow. But I think it was wide of the net. Dane Davis took it anyway because he knows that we need a face-off just to settle.
And we're back to 5-on-5 again. Bang is out of the box. Ready to score some goals, hopefully, by the looks of it.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that, because obviously it was just a 2-minute penalty, because certainly the first call from the referee looked like a 10-minute misconduct, so I'm very, very glad it only ended up being a 2-minute penalty, as I'm sure the North Stars are. Last thing we want to do is lose Sam Banga for 10 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. It really throws all your lines off as well.
Hacharik wins the face-off again to Lindsay. Lindsay does a flip pass, and Banga skating hard onto it, but taken by Matt Armstrong. North Stars keep it in through Hacharik. Hacharik puts it down in the corner, and Banger's battling hard for it with Liam Webster. Webster trying to get it up through the boards, but Hacharik was there. Now it comes out for the ice. Try and feed across ice to Bronte, who puts it down. Here come the Ice with speed again. It was Anderson trying to put it in front of the net, but Dane Davis was able to cover it up. Our referee has asked him to play the puck. Davis tried to, fanned on it, and luckily put his hand on it, and Tommy Powell is saying, "Sir, why didn't you just let it keep going?"
That's a bit unfair when you don't allow the goalie to freeze the puck and then have another player coming in right on top of them.
Well, I guess there was no pressure when he first put his hand on it, but then the pressure did come from Tommy Powell. Now Hacharik tries to win this face-off, but this time the Ice have it. Lawrence spinning, trying to get in front of the net, but Hacharik is too clever for him, and he breaks out of the North Star zone, feeds it over to Banga, goes hard to the net to Hacharik. They feed it back to Malloy. Malloy shoots, and down he grabs that one. Malloy still with the puck, trying to get it in front of the net, and just could not get a shot away with Banga, who was on his knees. And here come the Ice with speed through Marcus Wong. He wants to put it in front of the net, tries to, but taken there by Hacharik. And Tesserick will look up ice, tries to make a cross ice pass, that didn't work, and back come the Ice again now, holding it. Beautiful pass to Malloy. Malloy shoots, just misses the net. Now Naden tries to put it in front, and it looks like Banger was absolutely, no, it's Tesserick, cleaned up from behind, and we're going to have a cross-checking call coming up against the Melbourne Ice, and it looks like it's Todd Graham who will be getting the penalty call. No, it's not, sorry, it's Bronte.
So, can you just explain to us quickly, Stephen, is it up to the ref's discretion?
No, it's not. It's Pansino.
Sorry. Is it up to the ref's discretion when a puck can and cannot be frozen by the goalie?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, normally if the referee can't see the puck, that's when he'll blow it down, because again, for safety reasons, all that, he's got to be able to see what's happening, so that's the normal call. So the North Stars here on the power play for 2 minutes. We'll need a goal back. They're trailing 3-1 on a pumped-up Melbourne Ice team. And behind the net, Todd Graham throws it up. Lindsay picks it off. Makes a pass over to Hazelhurst, his D partner. Hazelhurst would normally skate it hard into the zone, and he does. Looking for some option. Still with the puck. Looking back to the point. He's got Lindsay there. Lindsay pumps it back to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst makes a move, shoots! Down, he takes that. The rebound was there. And Dane Davis goes skating out to get the puck up. And he does. He gets it to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst with 2 on his left. Goes hard into the zone. He's got Manwaring back on the point. And Lindsay. Gets it back to Lindsay. Lindsay feeds it over to Watini. Watini puts it down to Banger. Banger looking for someone. Looking for Manwaring. Didn't quite get it. But Hazelhurst is low. He's got the puck. Back to Lindsay on the point. Back to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst trying to find some sort of a lane. Gets it back to the point where Lindsay has it. Lindsay feeds it back down to Hazelhurst. Lots of good passing in this. Hazelhurst to Banger. Banger trying to get in front of Manwaring. Manwaring fans on the shot. Just didn't get it away. And back it comes again to Dane Davis. 60 metres away from the Melbourne Ice goal. And Lindsay has it. He'll wait for everyone to set up. Leaves it for Reve. Reve moving up ice. Lindsay will come off so they can get another player on the power play. And joining him is Malloy. Puck goes down deep into the zone to Sarek now, working hard to try and keep it in the ice zone, but the Ice pick it up. And Delsar gets it up to Anderson. Anderson will try and delay. Comes into the zone to Sarek, trying to push him off the puck. Malloy's trying to push him off the puck. Everyone's trying to push him off the puck, and I think we're going to get a roughing call here on the North Stars. Richard Tasarek just a little bit too strong on the hit.
That's a funny one. So that's a roughing call, was it?
It was definitely, the call was roughing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll take that. All right, sure.
The referee saw it as being a roughing call, and that's exactly why we've got the call.
Yeah.
So that'll make it 4-on-4 for 10 seconds, and then the Melbourne Ice will go on the power play.
That's rough because I think we've just kind of put all our great players out for the end of this power play, and now they're going to have to nearly double shift, ready to hold the power on the penalty kill.
Now Richard Sasarek is certainly breathing in deep ones.
Lucky he's in the box to recover.
True. Dane Davis had his stick broken, just had it replaced with a new one. So the North Stars. 4-on-4 actually probably suits them, but it is only 10 seconds that they'll have that 4-on-4. Tasarek again wins another face-off tonight. Rive looking down ice, being chased by Lawrence now. Rive, great speed, goes down that right side, tries to cut to the middle, works his way through, gets the shot off. Holy moly, Nick Rive, what a goal, what a performance.
That is just like a goal of your dreams.
That is what any defenseman wishes to do. Just up the ice, on a rush, do it yourself, bang it away, put your team back in the game. What a great play by Nick Rive. What a talented player.
Here's the replay now, so he's gone straight down the right side and slipped it in the left corner. That was so nice.
Downey wasn't able to move across as quickly as Rive moved across the crease, so great goal, fantastic goal. And that would have ended up being a shorthanded goal as well too, to make it even sweeter. So the North Stars now have to kill another minute 40. And they have Paddy Ward out on defence with Lindsay. Here come the Ice. Once again through Lawrence. Feeds it back to Crow. These are the guys who are going to be damaging for the Ice. But Sam Lawson grabs the puck. Here we go again, 1-on-1. Tries to get to the middle, does, hands off Todd Graham, but Downey was too good, held his ground and was able to save that. But a great play by Sam Lawrence, showing fantastic strength to be able to push that all the way down into the Melbourne Ice's zone.
Yeah, Lawson's he's gotten a few goals, but I'd really, really like to see him get a couple more. I know he's really capable and he's had so many close goals that just haven't quite, close shots, that haven't quite made it in, so it's a bit of a shame, but he'll keep pushing hard. He's a pretty determined guy.
The Ice now win the face-off. It's with Liam Webster. Feeding up to Delsar. Delsar now to Bronte, who puts it down deep, where Tommy Powell will pick it up. Hazelhurst puts pressure on him. The Ice back to Bronte. Feeds it over to Webster. Webster drills it and just misses the net. Liam Manwaring trying to get the puck out for the North Stars. Feeds a nice play to Pat Naden. Pat Naden couldn't get around Liam Webster. The North Stars still killing, trying to get the puck in, but unfortunately Hazelhurst feeds it off. And a big, big boomer there from Anderson, and Dane Davis was able to push it wide. Anderson with the puck again. Back to Webster. Webster to Anderson. Anderson will be looking for Powell down the corner and finds him. Trying to get in front. North Stars, great job and a fantastic job there by Pat Naden to take away that back door as Bronte came in. Now, again, the ice drills it. Oh, and Davis.
Oh.
Great save. Great save by Dane Davis.
That was a really, really good cover by Dane. It just shows how aware he is of his positioning and where the puck is. Because so many goalies would have lost sight before the puck got to that point.
Yeah, he's always been good at being square to the puck. He's done a fantastic job.
He's a pretty big guy as well, so he tends to cover a lot of the net from where he stands.
That helps. So the North Stars, 20 seconds still to kill in this power play for the Melbourne Ice. They get it back to the point, over to Crow. Crow back to Todd Graham, who winds up. Can't get a shot away. The lanes are all blocked there by the North Stars. Doing a great job. He just throws the puck in, and Dane Davis picked that off very comfortably. 7 seconds still to kill.
I think we've done a really good job of killing this penalty. My favourite penalty kill line has been with Liam and Naden out this season, though.
Oh, yes.
I think they've done an amazing job.
So much speed. Hacharik lost that face-off. I don't think I'd say that all night, but he lost that one. Now Todd Graham down to Armstrong, spinning around on Malloy. The North Stars keeping the house nice and clear. Back it comes again. Fleming loses that. Todd Graham pinches in, but Malloy takes it off him. He'll look for an outlet pass. Flicks it up in the air. Oh, it's so close to Sarek, but back come the ice through Lawrence. Well, great stick check by Hacharik. And that, they say, is it for the second period.
Yes. We're back to 5-on-5 to start the third in the last 20-minute period. And I think these 20-minute periods have thrown a couple of teams this season. We've seen everyone go really, really great all game and then kind of fall apart in that last 10 minutes of the third, because it's a long time, 20 minutes to be playing, especially when you have stop time.
When you're used to playing 15 minutes, it's
Yeah.
definitely a long time. So it'll be interesting to see if the Melbourne Ice can hang on. I mean, that great period for them. They did really, really well. Opportunist goals,
Yeah.
but how good was that goal by Nick River?
I love
that
it.
was class.
That was amazing. And it just shows how experienced he is. He's been such an asset to our team, and he's brought so much power.
Absolutely. I mean, I was talking in a broadcast a couple of weeks ago where I was saying, like, he can play defense, he can play offense, he can play goalie if he wants to.
Yeah.
He can do absolutely anything. And I mean, the individual play was just superb. And that, to me, was definitely the highlight of that period. But saying all that, the North Stars are still behind. We still have to find that extra goal to draw even and then start pushing.
Extra 2 goals. I would not like to go to another shootout. We've had a lot of shootouts this year. But Downey's playing exceptionally as well.
It's hard to believe that 7 goals were scored on him last night.
I know.
mean, he's really, really played well tonight. Now, there hasn't been a lot of North Star shots because they've been doing a lot of penalty kills, especially that period. But, I mean, that goal that they scored was actually shorthanded, so maybe they'll ask for a few more penalties.
Yeah, maybe. It hasn't been unlike us to get a couple of penalties through the season. But I think we are going to hopefully get more shots on in the third.
It's very important. I mean, we've got to put Downey under pressure. He's a young goalie and certainly deserves to be here in the AIHL.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you've got to put these guys under pressure. That's where the goals come from.
Definitely. And I think that because Melbourne Ice collapse so well in their defensive zone, there is no space. It's man-on-man hockey.
Yep.
That North Stars are kind of like, oh no, like, what are we going to do? We can't make the passes we want to. We don't have the same opportunities. Even that first line with Malloy and Hacharik and Banger out there, who are all quite experienced players and have been quite successful for us, nearly look a little bit frazzled.
Well, they're just trying to find a way through, exactly what
Yeah.
you said. And that's why I'm saying that they just need to put the puck on the net and go put pressure on the goalie.
Yeah,
'cause,
we've had a couple of close little rebounds that we've nearly gotten in, but they've just gotten out just before us.
Yeah, because exactly what you said. The defence for the Melbourne Ice is collapsing, and they're making it very difficult for us to get through it. But I'm very, very happy with the way we're playing. All we've got to do is play 5-on-5. I think 5-on-5 will have this game. There's no problem with that. The Ice are a very, very good team, and they'll certainly want to turn around what happened to them last night, the 7-1 loss. But, I mean, we've really got to just stay 5-on-5, stay disciplined, and we should have this game.
Yeah, hopefully no more 1-on-0 breakaways from the Ice as well.
Very unlucky play there, but Dane Davis, I mean, again, how huge has he been playing? I mean, he was beaten on a couple of shots there that were just big boomers. So, I mean, there's not really much he could have done about them.
So we've got Ellie ringside with, I think it was Bangor, but it could possibly not be. We'll be back soon with the third period. Oh, with Nick Reve, sorry. They're with Nick Reve.
Hi everyone, Ellie Marie Watts here for the Newcastle Northstars. I'm down on the Northstars bench and joined by Nick Reve. We had a pretty big period 2 here. The Melbourne Ice are leading 3-2. The Northstars have come back from a 3-1 deficit to be 3-2. The goal scorer here, Nick Reve, with a big celebration at the end there. But Nick, what was going on in that period there?
Melbourne's got a good team and they're playing desperate hockey, so we got caught a little lackadaisical, made a couple mistakes in areas that we talk about not making, and they capitalized. So we were trying to regroup, refresh, and just finish the period strong, and we did. So,
what will you need to work on for the period 3?
We just got to get back to playing our game. We're skating the puck a little bit more than we normally do instead of passing, and we're just making little errors in the important zones on the ice. So clean that up, play hard, and I like our chances in the third.
So usually it's Zane Jones who is the big celebrator on the team, but for anyone who saw that goal by you, you have a massive celly. Are you trying to take the lead from Zane here, or what are you trying to do there?
I'm just not used to scoring goals, so...
so you just take the celebration as you can?
Yeah, I just get excited and I kind of black out, it just kind of happens, so just having fun.
I think the crowd really loves it too.
Yeah. You get into it, it's fun for everyone, so it's good.
A big 20 minutes coming up for the team now?
Yeah, huge. We said we wanted to get 6 this weekend, and we're down 1 and Melbourne standing in the way, so let's go.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Nick.
Welcome back, everyone, to the third and most exciting period for this game between the Newcastle Northstars and the Melbourne Ice. The Melbourne Ice so far holding the ascendancy. It's a 3-2 result for them so far, and I think the Northstars will want to be coming out pretty hard.
Yeah, I think it's always hard though, because a 1-point lead is not a strong lead. I always say to my team on the bench, even when we're up like a 3-point lead, let's just forget that we're winning and play exactly the same.
Oh, absolutely. The Northstars just need, I think, to put a bit of pressure on the Melbourne Ice. I think the Ice coming off the game last night, they're going to be tired. It's our own home building. With a bit of luck, we'll have more legs than what they will, and understand better where the Ice is in regards to bounces, in regards to positional play and all that. So I think the Northstars should be able to get back.
Maybe a little bit more contact as well.
That would be a big help if they could do that.
Because it can be tiring to have that body-on-body contact and to kind of feel like you're losing the puck. It's a mental game as much as it is a physical game. And you see a lot of these guys, when you beat them mentally, they just fall to pieces. With every team, that is, though. And it just depends on your player.
Yeah, I guess the thing is that we are missing the Zane train as well as Thomas Lander, who are probably the two biggest hitters for the Newcastle Northstars, who are both out with upper body injuries at the moment. But our third period has started, and the Northstars win the puck again with Hacharik getting it back to Rivet. Rivet starts up. Nice big pass up here to Malloy. Didn't quite get the puck on it. Webster manages to whack it out for the Melbourne Ice. Down the ice it goes, though, and we've waved off the icing call. So Hazelhurst out on the ice with the Rivet. Been a subtle change there on the defensive pairs, it looks like. And Sam Banga goes down. The referee has his arm in the air, so there's obviously a penalty call coming against the Melbourne Ice, and the Northstars are going to go on the power play, and there's a slashing call. And Sam Banga is not happy at all. In fact, looks like he may even have blood coming from his mouth. He's gone over to talk to the referee, see if he can change it from a 2 to a 4.
I didn't really see what happened there. Can you explain what happened, Stephen?
Well, it was a slash. I don't think Tommy Powell actually tried to do it. It was unlucky that Banga made a very, very quick turn on him, and it was enough
to get his face, did it?
Yeah, okay. Unfortunately. The follow-through did,
yeah.
But Banga seems to be okay. He's gone and talked to the ref.
I'd like to see another power play goal right now. We saw one last time. Hopefully we can get another.
I think you'll find there's 700 people in the building are hoping exactly the same thing that you are, Lucy.
Oh, don't try and rain on my parade there, Stephen.
Here we go. The right man and taking the face off for the Northstars, Hacharik. False start. Anderson is quick. Hacharik wins it though. Back to Banga. Banga in the corner. Looks back to Malloy. A lot of traffic in front of the ice net. Malloy puts it back to Banga. Banga tries to feed it across to Rivet, but didn't quite make it through. Rivet now. Two guys battling with him, Webster and Fleming, and Webster manages to throw the puck all the way down the ice where our captain, Bert Malloy, picks it up and starts up the ice. Feeds it over to Rivet. Rivet hits the blue, goes deep. Might not try and do everything himself this time. Feeds it back here to Banga. Banga skates towards the net. Puts it back over to Malloy. Malloy shoots just wide. Tasarik tried to get a bit of stick on that and couldn't. Now Rivet throws the puck around. Working hard is Tasarik with Bronte on him. Tasarik now to Banga. Banga gets it down low to Hacharik. Hacharik trying to find a lane and can't. Still has the puck though. Looking for someone to move. Rivet back to Hacharik. Hacharik back to Rivet, but doesn't quite there. Malloy tried to get a boomer away and it didn't quite work. Malloy with the puck again now. Again the lane was closed by Webster. Back to Banga. Banga trying to feed it. Webster doing a great job out there with a stick. Not giving the Northstars anything. Back it comes now to young Bronte. Taken off the puck by Tasarik. Tasarik tries to get it in front, can't. Banga has it now. Back to Malloy on the point. Malloy drills it. Tasarik is there trying for the rebound, but Downey has it and saves it, and we get a whistle to get the face-off to the right of the young Melbourne Ice goalie.
That's what happens when you shoot. I feel like we've only got 27 seconds left now of that power play. Hopefully we can get some more shots.
Yeah, it really is what power play should be about, is getting a really, really good shot away. So the Northstars now win the face-off through Lawrence. Puck's in hard now. Naden battling hard with Marcus Wong. Lawson comes and helps. Lawson gets it back to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst walks to the middle, feeds it to Lindsay. Lindsay drills it, but Downey able to pick that up with the red jersey of Pat Naden skating straight through.
I think someone wasn't too happy about that.
Our referee Rick West just talking to young Pat Naden, making sure he doesn't make any contact with the goalie as he skates through there.
Wong is a strong player on their team, really strong on his body.
Sure is. Sam Lawrence against Anderson, wins the face-off. Puck comes over here to the right of Downey, and Crow bangs it 60 metres down the ice, where Dane Davis will hold it for Rob Hazelhurst. Penalty is now up for the Melbourne Ice. We're back to 5-on-5. Lindsay. Cross ice pass now to Naden. Naden tried to feed it ahead there to Lawson, but wasn't able to. And back come the ice through Anderson, and we have an offside call. And our linesman, very demonstrative, he knew it was offside.
There's no confusing those calls. They are clear.
Our linesman Nick Eyre does a fantastic job, as
He
all
does.
the linesmen and all our referees do in the AIHL.
It's great to have a young linesman out there like Nick as well, who also plays.
And he loves doing it. The North Stars now back to Reve. Reve looking up ice. Makes a play to Banger. Banger tries to feed it through to Hacharak. That doesn't quite work. And back come the Melbourne Ice through Fleming. Fleming feeds it to the middle to Anderson. Anderson trying to get around. Reve wasn't able to. And here comes Speed. Beloy looking for help. Feeds it in front. A rebound. Unfortunately, Sam Banger couldn't quite get the stick to it. And now the puck's thrown out. Should have a high stick, but the play moves on. And here come the North Stars again. Malloy putting pressure on Kachia. Kachia feeds it up. Stopped there by Hazelhurst, who bangs it back. Kachia will keep fighting with Malloy. He gets the puck up now, and beautiful play there by Fleming. But Hazelhurst is in front of him and grabs the puck. Goes behind his own net. Looking up ice. Hazelhurst with speed. Throws it up here to Hacharak. Hacharak looking to feed to the middle. Gets it over to Banger. Banger drills it. Rebound. Another rebound. Still could not get the puck past Downey. Brilliant job. Now Hazelhurst down deep. Playing an offensive role here now. Trying to get the puck towards the middle. We have another penalty being called by the referee. We've got an interference call. And looks like it's going to be coming up against Liam Webster, the captain of the Melbourne Ice. 2 minutes for interference.
They are really pushing everyone out of the zone. They're not letting anyone having any passing opportunities. It's just, I think North Stars have got to get a bit harder on their passes as well, because those little drop passes and touches are getting intercepted really easily.
Well, the Melbourne Ice are putting so much pressure on that, to their credit.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
The North Stars really need a goal this time on this power play. Armstrong's waved out of the face-off. Tommy Powell will move in. He is against Joe Hacharak for the North Stars. Hacharak wins another one. Back to Reve on the point. He starts to move in, but too much pressure there. Steals it. Reve walks to the middle. Oh, can't quite get it away because Matt Armstrong took the puck off him. Armstrong comes down short-handed, makes a pass to the middle. A big shot by Crow. Huge save by Davis. Back goes Banger. Cross-ice pass. Now Hacharak. Hacharak will come in, drills it. And rebound. Oh, big shot there by Tasarik, but Downey was too good for that. Now, North Stars still with pressure. This is more like it. Lots more shots on net.
Definitely what we came here for.
Feeds it across to Hacharak. Hacharak couldn't get a shot away. Banger puts it back to Tasarik. Now Reve drills it wide. And we have a whistle because we have the net off. North Stars are remonstrating about that Downey keeps doing it. The referee keeps talking to him about it. Now, there'll be a delay of game if he's not careful. But so far they're happy with that.
That is the hockey that we've all come here to watch today.
Well, that was exciting. That was really exciting. A lot of pressure from the North Stars, and they've got to try and get this goal. And I know they've had two wonderful opportunities at the start of this period, so they've got to try and get this now. Sam Lawson takes the face-off against Lawrence. Lawrence wins for the ice, comes in the corner for Todd Graham, who throws it up, but kept in by Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst down to Naden. Naden looking for something in the front of the ice, gets it back to Hazelhurst, back down in the corner to Naden. Big pressure from Todd Graham. Hazelhurst goes in to help. Grabs the puck. Looking for an outlet is Hazelhurst. Trying to do it himself. Gets it down to Naden. Naden back to Lindsay. Lindsay Over here to Lawrence. Lawrence drills it. Downey too clever. Now Manwaring tries to dig the puck out. Anderson tries to get it out, but Lindsay keeps it in. Booms a puck and came right off Manwaring. Now Manwaring battling in the corner with Sam Lawrence. Lawson can't quite get the puck. The ice. Throw it to Creo. Now Naden working very hard, as is Liam Manwaring. Try and dig this puck back. Naden comes in. The ice. Through Fleming. Delaying. Taking his time. And then just bounces it down the ice. Manwaring comes through what Fleming thought was a bit late, but no one else in the building did. Back come the North Stars. Nice pass up here. Comes to Lindsay. Lindsay on Crow. Goes around him, stays wide. Crow puts his stick in there. Lindsay still with the puck. Feeds it back to the point. To Hacharik. Drills it. Lawson shoots. Big save by Downey. Naden now. Back it comes now to Hacharik. Full strength, 5-on-5 hockey again. Tries to get it to Lindsay. Lindsay shoots. Big save there by Downey. Back to Naden. Naden working hard with the puck. 3 Melbourne Ice players on him. But now Lawson gets it back to Naden. To Hacharik. Hacharik drills it. It comes off Crow's stick. But Downey too good. Soaks that up and bangs the net out again.
So, for those who don't know, well, who those aren't Melbourne Ice players, Downey's quite a young goalie as well. He's only 18. How impressive is that, Stephen?
His game tonight has been brilliant, as we said earlier. How did he let in 7 last night? I mean, he's played huge here tonight.
Makes you wonder how the Bears are playing. Maybe they're a force to be reckoned with.
That's right. It's taking nothing away from them. So Banger now with the puck. Tries to feed it in front. Comes off Downey. Hacharik had it, but couldn't get a shot away. Bouncing all over the place, but Banger comes up with it. Delays, turns. So there's another penalty coming up against, I would say, probably the Melbourne Ice. It looks like it might be a holding call. And it looks like it's Anderson who's going to take it.
It's really coming to breaking point. I thought I'd see the North Stars get a little bit more antsy before I saw the Ice, because they do have the lead.
Well, the North Stars have had 2 absolutely wonderful opportunities to level the score so far this period. This is the 3rd. They're going to want to make something happen from this. They've got the right players out on the ice. Hacharik has been winning all his face-offs tonight. I think he's only lost 1 the whole game.
You nearly don't notice it because he does it so often. You're like, oh, yep, he's won it again.
Let's see if we put the commentator's mocker on him. Back it goes to Reve. Reve over to Malloy. Malloy drills it, but that hits Powell. And Reve should be back there first with Powell's coming through at speed. Nick Reve had the puck. Tries and gets it over to Malloy. Malloy feeds it to Banger. Back to Malloy. Coming over the line. Back to Hacharik. Nice little saucer back to Malloy. Malloy down to Banger. Banger couldn't get a shot away. Puck wasn't quite on his stick. Banger looking for an outlet. Back to Reve. Reve drills it. Not easily aside by Downey. Malloy. Little chip. Hacharik grabs it. Walks around Bronte. Keeps walking. Great skill. Gets it back to the point. But Reve had already moved down. Hacharik. Reve down deep to Banger. Tries to move towards the front. And just didn't quite get the puck out. Now to Sarek. He's a worker. To Banger. Banger right in front, but there's no North Star there to grab it. And Armstrong throws it up. Comes off Reve's stick. And the face-off will be outside the Melbourne Ice zone.
So yesterday during the game against the Adelaide Adrenaline, Sarek actually tried to score with his body. He had a little trip in front of the net as he went in to shoot, and he ended up in the goals instead of the puck.
No points for that.
No, it made me want there to be points, but it wasn't going to work out for him.
So we have a minute to go in this power play. Hazelhurst with the puck, gives it to Manwaring. Manwaring tries to come into the zone, but it's knocked out by Lawrence. We've got another penalty coming up. It looks like it's going to be against Liam Manwaring.
For holding, I think it was.
And the call is holding. So that negates the power play that the North Stars had. We're going to go 4-on-4.
Our penalty kill has been fairly good this game at least. So hopefully we'll only have a minute 10 of it.
So 51 seconds of 4-on-4. Face off won by the Ice. Back to Todd Graham, who walks to the middle, looking for a lane, drills it at Dane Davis. And Davis takes the rebound as well too. Hacharik with the puck, looking up ice. With speed is Lawrence, but in comes Hacharik. Deep into the corner, tried to feed it in front to Lindsay, but didn't quite get a handle on it. So Lawson now with the puck. Feeds it back to Hazelhurst. And set up to Lindsay. Lindsay makes the pass. Back to Lindsay again. Finds Hazelhurst, his D partner. It's been tipped, there'll be no icing call. Kachia bangs the puck around, but this should be an icing call. The goalie's out.
Oh.
We're calling icing, but the goalie's out of the crease, so it'll be interesting to see if we call back to the middle, and we have.
It's always hard as a linesman when a goalie steps out at the last minute. I tried reffing for one game once, and I think they were Adams playing, and that was still too stressful for me. It is a hard gig to be a linesman or a ref.
You had one game.
Yeah, I did one. I did my reffing course.
Well done.
It was a lot of work doing the reffing course to ref one game of Adams.
Here we go. With the North Stars, they're now killing. It's 5-on-4 for the Melbourne Ice. Tesaric comes through. Everyone in the building goes up. They thought that was tripping. The referee said no. So the Ice feed it up, putting into the North Stars zone. Bert Malloy manages to throw the puck out. Now Liam Webster comes in for the Ice. Webster down deep into the corner, feeds it behind the net, but Bert Malloy was there first. And picked up now by the North Stars. It's Pat Naden, 2-on-1. Shoots!
Oh!
Downey has no idea where it is, but he saved it. A great save.
Did that one go in between his pads and then he dropped back to cover it?
Correct.
Wow, that is close. Downey did a great job to save that because that is hard.
Well, the Ice played it well too. It was a 2-on-1. The D took away the shooter in front of the net, so Naden, his only option was to shoot it. But Downey was there for it, so good play. But great play by North Stars when they're killing a penalty to grab 2-on-1. Back it goes to the point. Rivet drills it. Downey staves it. Rebound couldn't be picked up. Hacharik's doing everything he can to get it. Kept in by Rivet. Lawson's in front of the net, but Rivet can't get the puck to him. Doing dipsy-doodling with the puck. Keeping it inside the zone, but now the Ice come out through Graham. Again, intercepted there by Rivet. Bounces it down the ice, but the Melbourne Ice keep the puck. And it's now through Crow. Crow back to Graham. Graham coming into the zone, and a great poke check. Brilliant poke check by Bert Malloy. And the Ice still trying to set up the left to puck. It's Hacharik now coming in on Downey. Couldn't get a shot away. Fleming, too good. Back check and took the shot away. It fit in again. Now Banger trying to go in backhand, wraps it around, but wasn't able to get a good shot. Didn't hit the net. Now the Ice trying to work really, really hard. Now we're back to 5-on-5 now. Behind the net. Doing a great job there is Banger. And Liam Manwaring trying to get the puck. But the Ice now. Through Lawrence. Nice pass up to Crow.
Oh, that was a bad change.
Crow will get the puck into the North Star zone. Getting time to set up. Feeds it to Fleming. Again, Pat Naden is there. And Naden is going away now hard with the puck. Lawrence again. Fleming, fantastic back check. Anderson throws the puck up. Powell playing a little bit of futsal there. Now Naden working hard. Trying to make something happen with the puck. Comes out Crow. Crow looks tired. Tesaric trying to make it happen. But too good is Fleming. Fleming coming down to the zone. Nice little drop pass there for Armstrong. Armstrong feeds it back to Anderson. Anderson's curling. Lawrence, I should say. Put it in front of the net. Knocked down. Lindsay now makes a break. Makes a pass through the middle now. Tesaric. Delays. Shot. Down. He passes that away. Lawson trying to make it happen. Lindsay down low. Feeds it in front. Now Naden with the puck in the neutral zone. Looks across ice. Makes a pass to Malloy, but we're offside, so the face-off will come outside the Melbourne Ice, but a lot more urgency in the North Star zone. North Star team, they're certainly pushing and trying to push back and get this extra goal.
That's the game that we've been needing to play this whole time. But lucky we've picked it up now. We've still got 8 minutes to get that goal back. I think we're looking good for it, but the Melbourne Ice are also stepping back up to us.
Puck again now with the Ice. Feed it into the zone. Trying to get it in front of the net, but great stick there by Rivet. Reveille heads up ice now. Gives it to Banger. The right guy to have it. Banger delays. Looks for someone in front of the net. But passes it down to Reveille. Reveille gets it to Malloy. Malloy puts it back to Reveille, but a big hit by Todd Graham for the Melbourne Ice. Feeds it up now. Pansane shoots way over the net. And the puck comes just inside the zone still. Rob Hazelhurst tried to feed it. Now Rob Malloy has it. Malloy, nice little pass to Hacharik, but it's offside. And face-off will be outside again in the Melbourne Ice's zone.
It's a dangerous place to pass on the blue line. I always try to avoid it at all costs.
I think, to be really honest with you, Lucy, every coach in the world will tell you that's not the
Yeah,
spot
I was
make a
like,
pass.
maybe because they're really good they should do it, but it is always dangerous.
Get the puck in the zone. Okay, Melbourne Ice win the face-off now. Crow makes a pass to Wong, D to D. He feeds it up. Lindsay intercepts. Lindsay makes a pass over to Paddy Ward. Ward back to Lindsay. Trying to find something up the middle. Steps up. Knocked down. Breakaway now for the Ice. But Dane Davis was able to grab the puck and move it out of the zone. Nice little chip up there by Hazelhurst. Here we go. Shot there. Bang! Another boomer there from Paddy Ward. Unfortunately, it didn't go in. Now Lindsay with it. Dumps it back into the zone. The Ice setting up as the North Stars make a change. Puck's gone deep into the zone. We will have icing and it will come back into the Melbourne Ice's zone.
This is some end-to-end hockey. It is intense. It's really hard to keep track of, Millie.
Well, with the games that I've been watching recently, when the North Stars go end-to-end with speed, they're normally in control. And so far, they've put a hell of a lot of pressure on Downey, the young goalie for the Melbourne Ice. So it'll be interesting to see where we head from here now. Oh, Lawson, great face-off win. Tasarik tries to put it down in the corner. It's tipped up into the netting.
Got some sticks caught in skates. Lawson nearly did some figure skating moves there.
So the face-off to the left of Downey. North Stars have Lawson, Naden, Tasarik.
Do you know if Bronte is under 18 with the cage or whether he just prefers...
Face off right in front of Downey, but he does a fantastic job clearing it. And now Lawrence looks up ice, makes a great pass to Powell. Now the Ice coming into the zone. Tried to get over to Bronte, he missed it, but now the North Stars overskated. And back it comes to Reveille. He has the puck on the end of his stick. The Ice, put it back now. Lawrence tries to get a shot away. Big save by Dane Davis for the North Stars. Now the North Stars trying to find an outlet. Comes up now through the right wing. Oh, unlucky there for Sam Lawson. Couldn't quite get the play. Hazelhurst tries to make a pass. 2-on-1 now for the Ice. A boomer by Armstrong. Misses everything. And down the ice it comes. Where pressure's being put by Tasarik. Couldn't quite get there. Now the Ice. Again with speed. Coming back to the zone. Armstrong shot. Misses. And the North Stars through Hazelhurst. Sets. Gets ready. Looks up ice. Makes a nice pass. And here goes Hacharik. Gets the puck taken off him, but Malloy wins it back again. Malloy looking for Hacharik. Gives it to him. Shoots it way high. And we go up into the glass. Up into the netting. And we'll have a face-off outside the Melbourne Ice zone.
I think, I don't know whether it's just me noticing this, but are you seeing mostly two-line rotation for the North Stars now?
Oh, absolutely. They're trying to put all the pressure that they can on the Melbourne Ice, so they'll be throwing everything at them. There's a small change in the defensive pair as well, too, with Hazelhurst going on with Reveille, Lindsay on with Ward. Lindsay now tries to find Malloy, and chipped out very easily by the Ice. Back to Malloy, though. Malloy finds Hacharik. Hacharik trying to make something happen now. North Stars need a goal. And they need it soon. Graham out to Pansina. Gets intercepted there by Malloy. Now it's back to Ward. Ward trying to get the puck up the middle. Gets the pass through the middle, but it's intercepted there by Fleming. Fleming goes wide, drills it, and Dane Davis snatches that out of the air and gets a face off to his right.
They have such quick snapshots, a lot of these players on the ice. They just come out of nowhere and they are really, really strong shots as well. We've got a replay here of this save that Dane's about to make. It is Nice little windmill there.
Now, Fleming's having a great game for the Melbourne Ice. He did a really good job there. Puck goes back to Crow. Crow takes it into the corner. Under a lot of pressure there from Malloy. Still got it though, Crow. Tries to feed it around. Comes back to the point. Nice shot by Clark. Now Hazelhurst trying to get out. Can't. Loses the puck. But the Ice still maintain control. And fed back down into the corner there by Lawrence. Tried to get it in front. Lawrence has got it now. Drills it. Davis says thank you and grabs that save. Now he's still with it. Oh, makes a nice move there. Still with the puck, Lawrence, but now he loses it. Here comes Reve. Reve, 2-on-2. Goes around wide on Wong. Big shot, but Downey got in the shoulder on that. Now back down we go, down the other end through Clark. Clark, 1-on-2. Hazelhurst forces him wide. They feed it back to the middle, but again, the North Star says thank you, no way. Reve feeds it to the middle. Here we go now. It's Southwood. Southwood shoots. Downing clears that out. Now Del Saar, we're going end to end here. This is the sort of action the fans want. Maybe not the coaches, but it's what the fans want. Back come the North Stars now. Ward feeds it to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst tries to get it across. Manwaring dumps it down. Southwood and Watini working hard in the corner. Get a little bit of excitement out there on the ice. And that's why, obviously, Coach Terriers throw these guys out there. Now Southwood knocks the puck down. Feeds it out here to the right. Ward drills it in, and Manwaring tries to grab it with Fleming. Moves the puck out to Webster. Webster up the ice, throws it in, and it's a foot race now, but Paddy Ward picks that up for the North Stars. Feeds it round to Lindsay. Lindsay tried to hit Manwaring, and it looks like we've got an offside call, and it's coming all the way down into the Melbourne Ice zone, as they did not heed the warning from the referee.
That's the way it goes sometimes. It's a loud place in here. It's hard to hear if you're possibly offside. I know there's been a couple of times that I've had my team caught offside without them noticing. But you just move on. The Ice haven't had any problem clearing out of their zone, so they shouldn't be too worried.
Okay, now to Sarek for the North Stars, trying to put pressure on. It's kept in by Ward. Ward dumps it towards the net, where Tasarek tries to grab it, so does Naden. But Lawrence moves it out of the zone. Picked up now by Lawson. Lawson waits, delays, now he can move in, and with speed he does. Tries to drive towards the net. Fantastic play though, Kachia. Back it goes, a big shot by Paddy Ward, but didn't quite get through. Now Lawson feeds Lindsay. Lindsay moves up. It's 1-on-3, takes a shot on Downing. Downing manages to keep it out though. Fighting in the corner goes Lindsay, in comes Lawson. Now we're starting to see some body getting thrown by the North Stars. Pansino makes a pass up to the left. Comes Fleming. Tries to do one-on-one, but no way on Ward. Ward was able to delay on that. Melbourne Ice control it though. In the North Star zone. Pansino shoots, and it's a goal! A deflection in front of the net. That Dane Davis had no hope on.
We're about to look at the replay here, I would say, to check that out, because I actually missed it. It went really fast.
Again, Melbourne Ice, to their credit, they put pressure on the net.
That just made it in the top right corner. There's nothing that you can do about a goal like that, though.
Oh, this is a good goal for the Melbourne Ice. I mean,
yeah.
It's been end-to-end action. I mean, North Stars have been so unlucky not to be able to score. So now they've got 2 minutes and 28 seconds to pop 2 goals. They really need the crowd down to get on their side and help win through this 2 minutes. North Stars haven't pulled their goaltender yet. It'll be interesting to see if they do. Stolen by Anderson for the Ice. Works down in the corner, shoots it in front, but now it'll be picked up by Banger. This is the man you want with the puck on his stick. Banger comes into the ice zone, looks to the middle, tries to feed it over to Hazelhurst and didn't quite make its way through. Now Powell for the Ice, feeds it to Wong. He's put under pressure by Malloy. Banger now. Turns, spins, gets the puck down to Malloy. Malloy tries to get to the middle. Hazelhurst drills it. Big save by Downing. The rebound's still there. And Wong all over it. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the young Melbourne Ice goaltender.
There is just so much pressure on the ice. You can tell North Stars are pushing so hard to get that goal. It's a shame some of our passes haven't been more successful, because we've had some really great opportunities that have just bounced off our sticks.
Dane Davis stays in the net. for the North Stars. Now the ice through Bronte. Delays, makes the pass up, but well thought though by Hazelhurst, who pinched down to save it from getting out, and Delsar couldn't do it. So now Tesaric fighting hard on the boards. The ice have it through Fleming. Fleming passes it into Lawrence. Lawrence trying to make things happen for the ice. Gets it back, shoots, just misses the net. Now Webster keeps it in for the ice. And it looks like it'll come just outside. Must have come off Webster. So face-off will be outside the blue line.
Good little change in this forward line. So we've got Hamish Powell out there. So does he bring a lot of power out with shooting? Does he, Stephen?
Well, he certainly puts a lot of energy out on the ice. So if they can throw the puck forward, his speed will help a lot. Backhand there in the Melbourne ice. Now Reveille fighting hard in the corner. Trying to get the puck up. Makes the pass through the middle. Oh, unlucky there for Tesaric. He's battling hard with Bronte to get the puck. Hazelhurst steps in, puts it down into the corner now, where Lawson will work hard. Gets it back to Hazelhurst. He keeps it in. Hazelhurst tries to make a pass to Reveille. That doesn't work. And Delsar throws it out.
Oh, no.
Got a whistle coming.
Against Hamish Powell.
It looks like it's against Powell for a roughing.
I think it was just a bit of a late hit by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's a roughing call. And unfortunately, we'll take a lot of the wind out of the North Stars' sails because they're now going to be short for the rest of this game. 53 minutes and 53 seconds left to go.
Let's see if Dane Davis gets pulled soon. Have 5 players out. No, you don't think so, Stephen?
Paddy Ward now gets it out of the zone. With speed comes Banger. Oh, geez, hooked a big time there. Be interesting to see if we get called a penalty shot on this. But no, it's just a hooking call. Boy, I tell you, what excitement it would have been if that was called a penalty shot. Holy dooly.
I don't think I've ever really seen a penalty shot in an AIHL game. They must be pretty rare. Or maybe I've just missed them.
Well, I'll tell you, it was pretty amazing when Brian Bale scored his for the North Stars to win their championship.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't get to see that one.
a timeout is called. You should YouTube it. Timeout is called by the North Stars. They get a chance to settle, try and decide how they're going to pitch back 2 goals here now, because they need these. The Ice have done a fantastic job tonight to be aware of the situation they are in, and a lot of it's had to do with their goaltender, young James Downey. He's done a brilliant job tonight. It's been square almost all night. He's known where the puck has been. He's been able to take away a lot of the angles that the North Stars have had against previous goaltenders. He's really done a fantastic job.
Yeah, and their defense are constantly on the inside as well. You never see them caught on the outside. They're pushing our wingers wide, and you lose your opportunities if you can't keep the puck and you can't get in. It's simple as that.
So the North Stars have pulled their goaltender. They are running with 5 players against Melbourne Ices. So the puck comes back to the middle. Banger turns, gets the puck down to Malloy. Malloy feeds it across, and Hacharik couldn't get his stick on it. Back to Reveille. Reveille throws it in, where it's picked up by Hacharik. Spins around, covered there by Anderson. Graham feeds it up to Powell. Powell feeds it down the ice, and it's going to just miss. Now we've got 18 seconds to go.
With an icing.
Yep, and we've got an icing call on that. Even though the North Stars do have 5 players on the ice, it's actually they have a penalty as well. So it's actually 4-on-4 with the goaltender pulled. That gives them the extra player. So even though they have 5, it's still icing. Hacharik wins that face-off again to Sarek now. Feeds it back to the point to Malloy. Malloy over to... Oh, and a great
And it's
goal.
a goal!
Holy moly, Reveille booms that from the point. And it'll be interesting to see if Banger actually got anything on that, or if it was just straight from Reveille. But a whiff of success comes into the North Stars.
Except, unfortunately, that'll probably mean that the Melbourne Ice are back with 5 and we'll only have 4. Oh, okay. So we'll stay how we are.
So the North Stars now just under 12 seconds to get another one and force this game to shootout.
I always remember hearing from Amelia Matheson, one of our coaches here, it only takes 7 seconds to score a goal.
Anything can happen. Here go the North Stars. Banger Feeds it off to Sarek. Sarek hard into the zone. Gets it in front of the net. But Downey clears that out. 4 seconds. Tries to get back to the point to Reve. Reve feeds it over now to Banger. Banger shoot. Downey's grabbed that.
And it's the end.
That is the end of that.
What an exceptional game from the Melbourne Ice.
It was just a great game. The way that third period opened up, and the end-to-end action was phenomenal. As I said, normally that suits the North Stars, but tonight they couldn't quite get that extra goal. Even with all the opportunity they had on all the power plays that they had, they just could not beat or work out James Downey tonight. A great job for the Melbourne Ice goalie. Really great job. He'll be very proud of himself after last night. I'm sure he's proud of himself last night, but I mean, letting in 7 is always tough. Tonight, he did a really good job.
Yeah, and it really shows a maturity as a goalie to be able to back up from a game like that. Because I know a lot of goalies can be a little bit defeated after a game like that and feel like they're not quite ready to play again the next day, which is when they put in their backups most of the time. But James Downey has done an incredible job, and so have all his defence to cover in. All of the little scrappiness we've had in front of the net, Ice have gotten out most of the time and cleared it.
Oh, the defensive game has been outstanding. And obviously Coach Gardner had a chat to him about it, because you bleed 7 goals. You want to improve your defensive play.
Yeah.
And they certainly did that tonight. And the North Stars had answers, but not enough answers to be able to get enough goals to force this into an overtime. They've gone down 4-3. I'm sure that the coaches are happy with the effort that they put in. They just would have been happier if they'd scored the goals. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, and it all rolls around and comes around. Like, if we look at the league this year, there's been so much. Like, everyone's had killer games and games that have just fallen behind a bit, and there's no real telling what any team's going to bring to a game. And this shows why Melbourne Ice have been so dominant in previous seasons. Even though we haven't seen them excel as much as they have previously, they've got strong players, they've got good coaching, and they've got a lot of body, which makes a big difference.
Yeah, well, the pedigree is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt that they're going to be a powerhouse, if maybe not this year, certainly in the future. The facilities, the people, the organisation's terrific. But take nothing away also from the North Stars. I mean, the boys battled and battled and battled. The puck did not go in the net tonight.
Yeah, and a lot of passes that just didn't quite make it, whether they were a little bit too long, they were intercepted by the ice, or they just bounced off sticks, which is what happens when you pass a little bit too hard and it bounces off the stick, because you've got that intensity and the pressure to try and get that goal.
Yeah, and we can't take anything away from the North Star goaltender either, Dane Davis.
Yeah.
He had a huge game, flashing leather left, right and centre.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know how many shots on he had this game, because I feel like there'd be quite a few.
Oh, certainly at the beginning of the game as well too. I mean, the play seemed to be in the North Stars' end a lot of the time at the beginning. But then the North Stars didn't have a great second period, but boy, that third period was exciting. That was really good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, again, the coaches will be very happy, because that's the end of a double header, and they still have that power, that speed, that desire, to keep getting into the game. It's, again, I don't know how many times I've got to say it, they just couldn't score.
Yeah. I'm not going to be sad to see the end of the double headers. It's fun in a way, but it is really hard on the players, I think we all kind of forget that as much as we only see them, like, you probably only have each player taking probably 15-20 minutes of ice time tops. Even our great like first, second lines are maybe pushing 20-25 minutes a game. It is so physically exhausting, and the whole production, a lot of our players travel to get here. You're here hours beforehand, hours afterwards, and it's emotionally draining, it's physically draining, and it's hard to back it up the day after.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I must say that I was pretty happy with the way that Pat Naden played tonight.
Yeah,
and also
definitely.
Liam Manwaring. I mean, their speed and pressure that they put the Melbourne Ice under was really, really good. It was excellent. And they have had, both of them have had really good seasons. I guess they probably weren't shown that on the scoreboard tonight, but there's no doubt that the Melbourne Ice knew that when those two were on the ice that they were in a contest.
Yeah, I think that they've been so strong all season. They've been so dominant on the ice, and they never give up on it. They constantly push and push and push, and they've been so strong on all of the penalty kills as well.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference to have a good base of local talent, and they've stepped up so much this year.
Absolutely. I mean, Matt Wittini had a good game. Poor old Hamish Powell was a little bit unlucky to pull a penalty towards the end there.
Yeah.
But as it was, the North Stars scored off it. So it was an opportunity that they took because, again, they kept pressuring and pressuring right to the end. So good pushback from the North Stars. They'd be happy with that. The coaches would be happy with that. Wouldn't be happy with the fact they didn't get any points, but they'd certainly be happy with the pushback.
So what do you think would have been the biggest difference for us to get more goals this game?
Shooting more.
Yeah.
On their power plays, we probably didn't shoot enough. The third power play they pulled in that third period, they did, and that's when the excitement level in the building started to go up as well too. But the 2 power plays before then, we did spend too much time passing the puck around without actually getting an opportunity to shoot.
Yeah.
So we probably could have done that a little bit more. But I mean, hey, hindsight's a great teacher. I mean, you know,
and it's easy for us to stand here and go, yeah, you should have shot more
Absolutely.
without being on the ice.
Yep. So I think we can wrap this up by saying how wonderful a game it was. Congratulations to the Melbourne Ice for getting a victory over the Newcastle Northstars, but congratulations to the Newcastle Northstars for all the pressure that they put on and the great entertainment they gave us tonight. And thank you, Lucy, for working with us tonight.
Thanks, Stephen. Thanks all for being here. We're going to pass on to Ellie and Mickey with the post-game show, so stick around and we'll see you next time.
Hi everyone, welcome back to North Stars Live. We've just wrapped up this Newcastle Northstars versus Melbourne Ice game. It was Melbourne Ice who took the win 4-3 in a huge game. We knew it was going to be a tough one, and yeah, Melbourne Ice and the North Stars definitely brought it. What a game.
What a game. It was intense.
It was indeed. So yeah, Melbourne Ice did look like they had the upper hand pretty much the entire game. They were first to score. The North Stars did come back in that first period there, but they really sunk their teeth in the third period. Or, you know, they got their legs in the second, but in that third period, you know, really ran with it. They had a 4-2 lead at a moment there. You know, they had a 3-1 lead and a 4-2 lead. So, and then, Nick Rivet came out big in the last final seconds for the North Stars, but fortunately not enough for them. So it is Melbourne Ice who walk away with the win this weekend.
Yeah, which, you know, they'd be very happy with, you know, getting some points to take home with them. I'm sure, you know, that'll be something, a positive to take away. And, you know, I think Newcastle have a lot of positives, but still some stuff to work on.
Absolutely. And I know there were some fans, Melbourne Ice fans, rocking jerseys here, so thank you for travelling.
Yeah.
They looked very happy with the win, and I'd imagine so, 7-1 loss to the Bears on Saturday, and then a 4-3 win here today, Newcastle. It just goes to show how topsy-turvy things can be. Like hockey, anything can happen in hockey. You let your guard down for even a second, and the other team is going to roll right over you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we spoke about that, you know, earlier before the game started, that, you know, Newcastle really had to come out firing on all, you know, levels. They had to take this game seriously. They couldn't let up the entire game, and unfortunately, you know, Melbourne took capitalised on one chance and just kept rolling with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were never able to get it back.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be having a couple of interviews with both Melbourne Ice and Newcastle Northstars coaches and players. I know we're about to get Sandy Gardner from the Melbourne Ice just to have a chat with us, run through the game. Mickey, I might let you run off and we'll get Sandy on and have a bit of a chat with him just about the win.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me.
That's all right. We'll see you again a bit later. So yeah, we're about to get Sandy Gardner here for the Melbourne Ice, the coach. He'll just run through us about the win. Hey Sandy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm a lot happier this week.
Yes.
I'm a lot happier this week.
Yeah, last time, you came up for loss and now you've got a win. Walk us through it.
It feels a lot different. We dominated the game again.
Yep.
But this time we got the result.
Yeah.
Last time we didn't get the result, so it was very, hard to take.
Yeah. It was a bit of a weird weekend from you, a bit of a topsy-turvy, a big one on Saturday and then to come here with a tight one for Newcastle. Well, tell us about, what's the difference between these two games?
Well, yesterday is probably our worst game for the year, by far.
Yeah.
We didn't come to play, so we rectified that from meetings.
Yep.
Changed a few positional plays. Yesterday we had D playing forwards because we're lack of forwards, so we put the team back together again virtually today, and that made a lot of difference.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely! You got got the win.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we killed a lot of penalties to do it. So North Stars played very well to their credit. It's one of those games where things go your way or they don't.
Yeah, it stayed pretty penalty-free for the first period there until we got to the end. And then, it was a really penalty-filled game.
You don't know Rick West very well, do you?
Let's stray away from reffing. We'll stray away from reffing.
I've known him for a long time. He somehow finds a way to even the game up.
Yeah.
But
yes, who are some of the key players for you today?
Excuse me. Downey, of course, played brilliantly.
Yep.
He's only a 19-year-old kid. He's playing in a hard position. He's playing against men, and the pressure for him is enormous.
Yeah.
So there we had Tommy Powell, Army, Dylan Lawrence, Nate Fleming, Anderson. We had a lot of good players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of good players.
And you had Tommy Powell and Matt Armstrong, two of your more experienced players on the team. They teamed up there for one of your goals there in the middle. But how good is it to see these guys? Is it a good show of leadership to see these guys, working out there, especially for the younger guys?
Well, they're very good players too, of course. But
absolutely,
I'd like to see more goals from them. But it's the quality in the league this year is. As I said, if you don't come to play, you don't win a game.
Absolutely.
And everybody's beating everybody.
Yeah.
It's not as if someone's standing out and winning every game.
Absolutely.
So on a road trip, you take one win, one loss.
Yep.
It'd be fantastic to have two wins, but on the road you can take one and lose one, and it still puts us back in the ballpark. Yeah, so it's good.
So what's next for you now, Sandy? Just going back to the drawing board and face next weekend?
Well, hopefully I'll get some players back. I'm not sure yet, but Chris Wong, who's had concussion for 12 weeks, he might be back. We've got Scott Corbett, who could be back, and we've got Sam Hoddick, who could be back. And we're on the road next week to Perth.
Yep.
So that's a very hard trip too. So we can change things around again, get a full squad, run 3 lines.
Yeah.
That's the key factor in this competition. If you can run 3 lines, you'll win more games than you lose.
Let's talk concussion and making sure players are okay to get back on the ice. Well, how do you sort of assess whether a player is okay to get back on the ice?
Well, they have to get a doctor's clearance. They have to go and get a doctor's clearance, otherwise they can't get back on. So that's taken a little bit of time and effort. And it's the confidence in the player too.
Yeah.
After they get such a heavy knock like that, they wonder, if I get another knock, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
So they've got to get a clearance from the doctor and get the okay, and then they're back into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's a physical game, so they know they're going to get hit. They know they're going to get bodies, and they've got to be prepared.
Yeah. But also need to take the time to recover properly.
Oh, exactly. Like you can see in the AFL football now, the players don't come back the following week. They out for 3 or 4 weeks, so it's good. It can be a dangerous thing. It's you've got to be careful. Yeah. You don't want the well-being of any player get hurt just to bring them back to a game of hockey. So that's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get them back.
Yeah, and it goes to show that concussion is treated quite seriously today. You know, especially in in a lot of contact sports. You know, it is treated quite delicately.
Very seriously.
Yeah,
now. And especially in ice hockey. You know, basically in ice hockey started the concussion scene, and now it's all sports.
Yep.
It's worldwide. And so it should be.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been around a long time, and I know AFL footballers in the early days who didn't get treated right, and now they've got problems.
Yeah, now they've got problems.
They've got problems, and you don't want that in anyone.
Yeah, and a lot of them are coming out now and saying, you know, I wish I knew better back in the day.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's a case of just doing the right things.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
and that's it. And if it means you've got to be out for 12 weeks, you've got to be out for 12 weeks, you know.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, we'll leave you to it, Sandy.
Thank you.
And we're going to get Tommy Powell on and have a bit of a chat with him.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. That was Sandy Gardner, coach of the Melbourne Ice, just having a bit of a chat just about today's win from the Ice, 4-3 win for them. And now we're going to get Tommy Powell on just to have a bit of a chat just about the game. Hey, Tommy, how's it going? It's good. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, just.
Yeah. So, yeah, big game for you. You're quite involved today. Run us through the game from your perspective.
I try and get involved as much as I can, but just following everyone else. Team was really good today, and just try and catch up with the boys. So, yeah, it was good to finally get a win. We've been working really hard.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had a bit of an off day, but it was good to get a couple of bounces and get things going our way. So it's good to be back on track now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was just talking with Sandy just about the fact that you had like a bit of a blowout yesterday, and then you kind of really regrouped and came back into it today, really focused to win. Is that right?
Yeah, ultimately, no one's out of the playoff push, so we're just trying to work our way back into it, and it's just one game at a time, and we've just been trying to work hard and get the lucky bounces and just try and make our own luck out there.
Yeah. And how do you regroup after, a bit of a 7-1 loss? Like, it's a bit of a, it's a big loss. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
No,
how do you, how do you get your team back on board? It's just one game, like, just do it again, like, better tomorrow. Like, what happens in that locker room?
Yeah, ultimately, we don't really think it was a 7-1 game, but they definitely outplayed us yesterday, and they got a couple of good bounces, and the pucks went their way. I mean, it was 2-1 for a long time, and then they got one, and we had a goal waved off to make it 4-2, and we had just one bad turnover, and unfortunately the game was over. But looking forward, like I said, it's always just one game at a time, and we're just trying to push and try and see how we go for the playoff push. But as you said, it's just anything can happen at any game, and every team is in it this year, so it's great to see that.
And it seemed like the bounce, the puck, everything was kind of going your way at certain points, or you really capitalised on those moments that were a bit lax from the Northstars. There was you tied there 1-1, but then really quickly you guys went to 3-1, like two really quick goals from you guys, and then again in the third, you were leading 4-2, another big lead. So how is it just a matter of being right place, right time, or is it strategically placing yourself to be there?
Ultimately, we're just trying to work as hard as we can, and like I said before, we're just hoping, trying to get good sticks in the lane, and hopefully get that bounce. And we're working really hard. We just haven't found the net too much lately, so it was good to find the back of the net a few times and just get those goals. And obviously, we're all working hard to get them. So it was nice to get a bit of luck out there, and get the boys scoring. A couple of guys needed some goals, and it was nice to see.
Absolutely.
Some of the guys getting some goals. Bit of hard work pays off for the boys. So it's fun.
Yeah, beautiful. Alrighty, well, we'll leave you to it. To get you showered and back home to Melbourne.
Yeah, absolutely. Hunters everywhere.
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely. Alrighty, well, we'll leave you to it, and I'll just get Joey Terrio from the Northstars coaching on now to have a bit of a chat.
Yes, thank you very much.
That's all right. See you later, Tommy. Well, that was Tommy Power from the Melbourne Ice, just having a bit of a chat just about the game tonight. And now we're going to have Joey Terrio from the Newcastle Northstars coach just have a chat about the game from the Northstars perspective. Hey, Joe.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you going?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's good. So obviously the game didn't go in your favour tonight.
No.
What did go wrong?
I don't believe that anything went wrong.
Yeah.
I still think that we played a fair decent game. Yep. We didn't overly do anything wrong. A couple of costly errors, obviously.
Yeah.
That's what happens during the game. But we were just very flat. We were like a dial tone out there. We're just Reeves scores that goal. It goes end to end, beauty goal.
Yeah.
And everybody just kind of golf clap. So but I think we really have to jump off of. Not saying our fans are best in the country, but it was just kind of flat in the whole rink altogether. So
it was quite quiet in here,
so,
to be honest.
You need some backing and stuff like that, and that's what really motivates the boys a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I say what went wrong, it was a very even game. It was very up and forward and up and back, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
And just a couple of times just in the front of the net there, just the right bounce for Melbourne, maybe not the right bounce for you sort of situation.
Yeah, exactly. The puck was bouncing a lot off our sticks, maybe not just hitting it off, but maybe not coming hard out of the zone as much as we wanted to. But yeah, all in all, it's just kind of reset button tomorrow. Back to the drawing board. Got Canberra on Saturday down in Canberra, so let's see how this one goes.
Yeah. So overall this weekend, 3 points from 2 games. Are you quite happy with that, or just going to keep working towards more wins as we go down to the end of the regulation season?
Not overly happy with it. We were looking to get 6 for the weekend.
Yep.
We would have settled for 5, but definitely not settle for 6 or for 3. Sorry, that's just uncalled for. And we can't be losing the teams at the bottom of the table. We can't be losing against 7-8 teams. But the 7-8 team, number 7 and 8 team, they got to the only way up, or there's only one place going up from there, and they claw out. They claw out of the bottom. But we got to start winning those games. Those are games we got to take points from. Yeah,
absolutely. And so you go and face Canberra Brave for next weekend. What are you looking forward to in that game? Because Canberra are quite dominant this season. Is it just another team? We'll look at how they play and look at how we can overcome it.
Yeah. We'll see. It's a grueling trip for us down there. It's it's in the middle of nowhere, so it's just
middle of nowhere, classic.
Yep. So we go down there, get our meal, play a game, help our meal, get home.
Yeah, get a couple of points, hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
so, but Canberra doesn't really bother us. They're up, they're leading the pack. Let them do what they got to do.
Guys, do what you
exactly.
need to do.
We just got to win. We got to beat the teams that are below us.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any standout moments for you or key players for tonight?
Oh, again, everybody played awesome. Everybody played awesome. I don't really think that we have any individuals, and that's what we kind of focus on, is not being an individual player, more so as a team. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And as a team, as a group, everybody played really well.
Yeah. So. Beautiful. All right, we'll let you get back to it, and then we'll have a bit of a chat with Matt Lindsay.
Perfect. Thanks as always.
Joe. That was Joe Terrio from the Newcastle Northstars coach, and we're going to get on Matt Lindsay now, alternate coach. He's not giving him his headphones. Sorry, alternate captain Matt Lindsay from the Newcastle Northstars. How you going, Matt?
I've been better, Ellie.
You've been better.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
That's all right.
I cannot sit on this stool properly.
You got the swivelly stool. Sorry.
That's all right.
So not quite the outcome you wanted tonight, but 1 out of 2, not too bad, right? Or really just not happy with that performance?
Yeah, pretty disappointed. Yep. We're struggling with consistency at the moment.
Yeah.
It's always tough playing double headers, and Melbourne Ice, the standings doesn't show how good they are as a team. They play with a lot of structure. They didn't really have anything to lose today. They, from the drop of the puck, they were on our heels. Sorry, so. We knew it was going to be tough, but it's really a difficult thing to play back-to-back, and obviously that showed tonight.
Yeah, and like Joe was saying, it was kind of flat in here, which wouldn't have helped all that much. It does help to have a pretty pumped-up atmosphere, is that right?
Yeah, for sure, but we got to give them a reason to be excited too.
Yeah, that's true.
We started slow, and the media team's doing a great job with all those announcements and things now with the scoreboard up there, but yeah, we got to give them a reason to cheer, and we just didn't do that tonight.
Yeah. It's fair call. But yeah, it was pretty even game out there though, aside from the scoreline. Obviously, you were quite back and forth, up and down. It was pretty, penalty free until sort of the end of that first period there, the last couple of minutes, it started to get a bit penalty filled.
Yeah.
Was it a physical game? Was it intense out there? Or
it's always a pretty quick game against Melbourne Ice. We're pretty big rivals. As I said, just trying to find the consistency out there for us. It wasn't there tonight, but James Downey too obviously had a great game. He bounced back big from what their scoreline was last night, obviously. We definitely had a lot of chances and, took a lot of risks and things at the end, but it just didn't pay off for us.
Yeah, and there was a couple of your goals there tonight, sort of last second sort of things. Is it... does that pump you up at all? Like, or you're just like, oh, you know, we're leaving it to the last minute, like, or last second?
No, it's definitely exciting, but like too little, too late. I think like it was exciting to get that last goal, but 10 seconds left makes it so difficult to make anything happen, and they were pretty close there.
Yeah.
But if we had an extra 10-20 seconds on top of that, obviously it would have been a lot more exciting, but they did their best, just couldn't get it past Downey at the end.
Yeah, beautiful. So next weekend going down face Canberra, I should say. Sorry, are you looking forward to that?
Oh, definitely. I love versing Canberra, especially when they're such a skilled team like this year. You kind of, every team's the underdog, so if you can walk away with any points and steal some points from down there, then it's a huge success. So it's definitely going to be exciting. It's always a physical game, but we always match up against Canberra pretty well. Yeah. And looking forward to, Canberra's game, what do you think you need to look at more than any other area just to really, be able to beat them at their own game? Yeah, we got to just start shooting the puck more. It's a smaller ice surface, obviously, so, anytime you're inside that offensive zone, you got to get the puck on net. We're probably passing around a little bit too much. Yep. At home here, we got a bit more ice, but we've got to start shooting the puck more and getting good opportunities, not just shooting from anywhere. We've got to make sure it's a good quality shot, especially on an import goalie like Matt Hewitt down there. So, we just got to keep shooting and make sure they're good quality chances. Yeah. Beautiful. Alrighty, Matt, we'll leave you to it. Go have a shower and head to the pub. Perfect. Thanks. All right, we're going to have one more chat with Pat Naden from the Newcastle Northstars. Pat's one of our younger players, but very experienced. He's been on the team for a good while. How you doing, Pat? Good, thanks, Ellie. That's good. Have you already had a shower, have you? Was it sweat?
No, it's having a quick wash.
Having a quick wash.
Yeah, it's coming on cameras.
Beautiful. So, Pat, you haven't scored for a while. We're really I'm joking. But you really, but you really look like you're hungry for a goal out there, though. That's where I was going with that. You seem really like you're hunting.
No, absolutely. Yeah. No, I came out fine at the beginning of the season, and I'm on a bit of a drought at the moment. I know, just a couple bad bounces. But it's hockey. So.
And so do you go into a game thinking, I'm definitely going to score, and you try and really position yourself, or is it just you're out there, you play the game, these systems?
Yeah, just do the small things right, and then you hopefully get rewarded, so that's it.
Yeah. Talk to us about, from your perspective, about the game today, sort of what was going on out the ice there? Hockey, yeah.
It was a good game, bad bounces. I think they came out hungry too, definitely after last night as well.
Yeah.
So,
just one of those games. Yeah, beautiful. And tell us a little bit about, the season so far for you, Pat. Are you enjoying the team, the locker room, the new guys?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a great group of guys again. We've always got a great group of guys.
Yeah. They recruit well, don't they?
Absolutely, yeah. No, we all get on real well together, and we're just having a great time and having fun. I think that's the biggest thing. So just keep things positive and having fun. And
I know you and Sam seem quite tight. You've taken him to a couple of footy games, is that right?
Yeah. Took him to his first Knights game the other day. I think he
loved it.
Yeah, got into the banner a little bit. And
As you do.
As you do. Showing him the sights, taking him around the beaches. Taking him out in the boat. We'll go fishing.
Yeah. Showing the real sights and sounds, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Things that you won't really get to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. And so for the season for you, you've been with the Northstars for, a good couple of years now. How's this season feeling? You're sitting currently, second on the ladder. You do have a couple of games to go. You're a little bit inconsistent with the wins and losses this season, but you're feeling good.
No, absolutely. We've got the group of guys that can get it done. So we just hopefully towards the end of the season we just turn it on and get fire. And we've just got a great group of guys.
Yeah. So beautiful. All right, Pat, we'll leave you to it. Finish washing your hair, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
Catch you later. Well, that was Pat Naden from the Newcastle Northstars. We're just going to get Mickey back and have a bit of a chat, and then we'll wrap this up. Mickey has to put on the headphones, or the wet headphones from Pat.
Delicious.
We had a couple of good chats just there, with Sandy Gardner. He's obviously very happy for the ice. Joe Terrio from the Northstars, obviously not happy. But he just said something, interesting, that they haven't been consistent. They get a couple of really good wins and then a couple of losses. So, maybe consistency is what's key.
I think so. And, Joe did touch on that last night, that, it's not that there's anyone that's constantly making mistakes or underperforming, or, you know, it's the chemistry in the team. It's just that they know what they need to do, but they're just not being able to go out and do that. And, you know, he said, I'm not like, oh, guys, you got to go out there and score more goals. Like, they know what they need to do. They just need to go out and do it. So I think consistency is definitely key.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, yeah, big road trip coming up. You know, Canberra is always a tough one, but, like, it's always a good one as well. Like, everyone says, you know, it's really great to go play down in Canberra. Yeah. You know, it's just it's a small rink, and it's the atmosphere is what really makes it the Brave Cave.
Yeah, definitely. So many players said, you know, it's one of their favourite away trips. You know, it's just a rink that's got character, and you know, the atmosphere inside the Brave Cave is just you know, unlike something else. And I think I was speaking to Joey before the first away trip there, and I said, you know, how do you prepare the imports for it? And he's like, you can't.
Chuck them in.
See how they go.
Fly free, baby bird.
They either sink or swim, and you know. We've been very lucky this year.
Absolutely. Alrighty, Mickey. Well, yeah, we've had a great show today. Great win from the Melbourne Ice. Regroup for the Newcastle Northstars at practice and face the next challenge.
Yeah, hopefully, and we'll see you back here for the next home game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm Ellie Marie Watts.
And I'm Mickey Holmes.
And you, thanks for joining us from Northstars Live, and we'll catch you next time.